It's
but
dick butts. Dick butts. There you go. You have to get it out at the start of the stream. That's the trick.
I
mhm.
Like
see.
people tune in, they're like, "Oh wow, there's already stuff happening,"
Like
and
I'm
and it's
intrigued.
sexual in nature. You know.
Right.
Can you get gifted a subscription by someone like at random if you're not even in the stream?
Yeah, if you've been in recently and someone goes ham with like community subs, yeah.
Okay.
I want to know, as I listen to the logs,
Yeah.
how many people are listening to this? Because it seems like you're getting a lot of, take them out from people. And I want to know, is it one person? Is it, 20 people?
So like 5 to 10 people are watching. 5 to 15, I guess, depending on the day. 15 if it's a really good day. But the people who are like drop the rocks on them, no save. Those are all that's all dataless, also known as Cam, and Wither Gang. Those are the two who are like
Sweep the leg
yeah.
over here. Jeez.
Exactly.
Dylan, the reason I was asking about that sub thing is because of what I just sent you, and I think it's from the one time I didn't close your stream afterwards and it went to your friend's stream.
Oh. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Or maybe it was one of the recommended things on Twitch 2 days ago and I opened it for a second.
Yeah. That's really funny.
Because I don't even think I am following.
Wait, this is the most important thing. If I look up what Sona skulls are, what am I gonna see?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
What's this about killing Ludwig? What the hell?
Oh no. He figured out. Wait, so
Oh wait.
what's the command?
Exclamation
Sonus
mark
Gold.
Sonus Goals. If you want... Oh, someone just hit it, so I guess it's on cooldown. But if you want all the commands, you can do exclamation mark campaign info. Also, I don't know why I've never noticed, but exclamation mark is the worst word. Basically as bad as explicita. Not
Anything
quite
with
as bad.
EX.
Not quite as bad as Explicatica, which is the actual name that
Yeah,
I just ignored.
You could always call it a bang. It's bang.
Bang,
Sona
yeah.
skulls.
Bank campaign info. The problem is, I had a manager I did not like, who,
Okay.
said that all the time with relation to coding stuff and bash commands, and so he's
Wait.
one of 2 people I've ever heard say it.
It ruins bangs for you, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Wait, is an exclamation point also called a bang?
Yeah, that's the shorthand. It's the bad shorthand.
That's
Dude,
real
a
dumb.
bang is what I'm doing to your mom.
Oh.
Which, I mean, I would associate that with an exclamation mark.
What is my password?
How is my password too
I
fucking
think-
easy to guess? What?
Wait, what are you guys talking about? Do we have to reset our Roll20 password?
Oh no. I'm trying to create a tweet and yeah.
Where's Moto?
I don't know.
I don't know, but he was all like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, Brad." I was all like, "Pow, pow, you're dead." Oh wait, Red, I killed him. So
Oh, yeah, that'd do it.
my bad, guys. But really, my password has an uppercase letter. If it's 2 numbers, it has 2 weird characters. How is that too easy to guess?
I mean, is it bang your mom with an @ symbol for the A and a 0 for the O?
Fuck. Too easy to guess.
It is too easy to get.
Fuck. Yeah, that was way too easy to guess. Sorry, guys.
What?
Well, a lot has actually happened since I've last talked to you guys.
It sounded like it.
Yeah. My boy Glenn, he lives on my couch now. It's fucking great.
Gotcha.
We play Smash all the time.
Awesome. Jealous.
Dylan, why do you never wanna play Smash?
Well, because you're not on my couch, and the online
Sucks.
is actually just like bamboo under the nail torture. Like that's how it feels.
Well,
Connor,
why don't you drive
Connor,
on up
after
here?
this? Yeah, after this, let me know because I will play with you.
Oh my god. To be fair, the connection between you guys will probably be a lot better than the connection to Denver.
Yeah.
Hey,
Minnesota to Wisconsin's not so bad.
Nathan and Connor hit me up. We'll play some Smash with you too.
Oh my
Hell yeah.
god.
I love Smash Brothers.
Dude, I'm really bad, and I just recently got all the characters.
Oh, you're fucking terrible.
Oh,
He got all the characters
delicious.
on like my game.
Yeah, no,
When I
I got
first
all the
got it.
Yeah, I got all the characters on Dylan's, and then we got mine,
What the-
and I was like, I'm really burnt out.
Yeah.
What do you play? What character do you play?
Mainly mess around with Isabel.
Oh my god, you play Isabel? Oh god.
Dude, the fishing rod is fun.
Dude,
Did I send you the money video, Connor?
Glenn,
What?
The money video? It's an Isabel combo video.
Oh, god.
No.
Glenn's
But
Glenn's
we watched-
friend Beth Ann only plays that shit and it's really
See,
so
I also-
it's crazy.
I also like Donkey Kong, Zero Suit Samus, Rob.
I like Rob.
I don't like go out of my way to play Rob, but when I get him in random, I do okay, and I'm like okay.
Yeah. I've been learning Robin. You know, like intentionally trying to learn Robin and figured.
Oh okay. I thought you were saying Rob.
No, not Rob.
Rob.
Rob's fun.
My buddy plays banjo and I
Hell
play
yeah.
Palutena and K. Rool.
Gotcha.
Like we have like 30 different alts because just like fucking dick around like playing
Yeah.
our main character. You should be like, fuck it, let's play hero versus like fucking Luigi.
Yeah. My second
I-
go-to
Fun
is
to
still
just
Kirby.
Random.
Oh, do you know what is fun? Doing one-on-one like the squad smashes.
Yeah.
We have to pick yeah.
Those are
Like just doing 5v5 like against somebody else. Like
yeah. What is also fun is having Snake as an alt.
Beep beep.
Hello.
Yo.
Beep beep.
Dude, Moto, the stream's over. Like session's over.
Beep beep.
Yeah, we're actually done for the night.
Yeah, alright guys,
Beep, beep.
so I'm gonna send you my friend codes, we're all gonna play Smash Bros.
Hell yeah.
Except Dylan, because he was complaining
Yeah,
about the
except
net code.
Fuck him.
Beep
Oh my
beep.
God.
That's my snake impression. Beep beep.
Did,
That's an
did
interesting
they
Snake
fix?
impression.
Did they fix online though? Because that was
God.
like a thing for a bit.
What?
Of what?
Wasn't
Online
it?
Smash?
Nintendo, well, like their online service was down.
Oh yeah, I guess it was. That's
I
true.
hope it's back because I need Animal Crossing on Friday. Like if
Yeah.
that doesn't happen, I don't know what to do with my life.
Wait, what are you
You'd
talking
probably
about?
just kill yourself, right?
I guess. I mean, I can't wait another couple days.
Yeah, another couple days after like 6 years of no new Animal Crossing game would definitely
Yeah, that would
be
be
a
it.
real bummer.
Dude, why are there no 11 goals?
You know, I don't know.
That would require Blevins' goals to be knowable, which I would argue they are not.
Yeah,
So
what we
the-
don't
the
He's
Night
got
Watch
plans
should just
within
say
plans.
question mark, question mark, question mark.
what we don't realize is that Blevin is actually the unknowable god as a
Yeah. constrained in a tiny little freak form.
Oh, sorry. I'm the only one not on Roll20 yet. I'm ready to go then.
Yeah, you
Okay.
are.
Hey, Moto, I've been here since like 4 p.m., okay? Where the fuck have you been?
I was winning a game of Dota.
I've been here since 2 weeks ago. I just decided not to log on.
Oh, okay, sure. I see. Were you also here last Thursday?
I was 100% here last Thursday. And I was just like, fuck these guys.
That seems rude.
It was really rude. You know what's weird? I was in Atlantic City a week ago today. And now the city's closed.
Yeah.
So there's...
Interesting.
Alright, I'm gonna go pee while you get started. Back in 2 seconds.
Amazing.
Okay.
Y'all had an extra 15 minutes for me to
Okay.
show up because I was too busy winning my video game.
Somebody look at
no.
bang P goals. Quick.
While that's happening, I guess, would anyone like to do a recap?
On
Has it been long enough that I'm not gonna get shit for asking for a recap?
our last episode, Grad didn't show up.
Ooh.
Alright, so the one before that. Oh wait,
I don't remember.
same thing. The one before that.
Oh yeah. On the episode before that, Grad also didn't show up. Or was that Connor's fault?
No, it was...
No. I got back in time from Louisiana,
Yeah.
but Grad decided just not to play.
Anyway. What about the time we actually played?
Wait, isn't that when we killed the
Indeed.
I could maybe try.
I was gonna say you're so close. It's like the one thing we did.
Last time on Eden Ball Z.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, though.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, though.
Yeah, no, I'll try.
No, but like actually.
We learned that Salamander's forces were going to try and ambush Brass, and
Not Brad.
so, huh? What?
They were going to ambush Seth and the commander.
I thought Brass was like a target too, but I could be.
No.
Never mind.
Maybe, maybe not. No one's worried about him though.
Yeah.
He's got plot armor.
Basically.
Yeah. So we, instead of going ahead and just doing our thing, decided to stay back and go and fight Salamander's general. Is that it? Was that his title?
The
Lieutenant.
Burning Man!
The Burning Man.
And it was technically a lieutenant.
Yeah, because Salamander would be the general.
And technically, you didn't even fight him. It was like pretty much me.
I don't
Actually,
know. I have a
technically.
note that says Eve didn't quite manage to kill the dude, and that seems pretty straightforward to me.
Lieutenant is actually just my lazy, like, mechanical fronts term for him. He probably had a, I don't know. No one probably called him Lieutenant Burning Man.
He was actually the consigliere. Come on. We all know
No,
Salamander.
it was actually just the colonel. Just they don't know military.
Yes.
In the
Brigadier
army
General.
of Salamander. So it was like, oh, he's the one right below, so that has to be the lieutenant.
Yeah, I don't think Salamander cares.
Yeah.
I think his title was, "Hey, go kill those people."
That's a pretty cool title.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, so we went and fought Brass and Burning Man in a real lame fight.
His name is Burning Man.
Brass won. And well, we won.
There we go.
Brass did the work.
The forces of Eden were victorious.
And I'll be honest, I don't remember much as to what happened after that.
No, after that, everyone was like, "Hey, see ya, and see you next week, right?" And then you're like, "No," and Grad was also like,
Yeesh.
"No."
All right.
I was here.
All right.
I literally was here early. Well, I then
You
had
think
to,
you came early?
Oh boy.
Typical Connor.
Don't forget the important things of that. During the fight, Sonus was big, and
Sonus was
Solus
big.
was riding him.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
important
He
note.
makes a great tower.
True.
We found that Ember,
Yes, we did. Well, you
and
did.
then
You found
No, nobody found anything. Only, remember? Nobody found anything.
yeah, nobody found anything. Right? Wink, 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 wink.
Uh huh.
Also, I have a note here that says Brass is a big boy with a big boy daddy.
yeah, I was gonna say.
What
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck?
It was also it was also
Heavily-
maybe revealed that he's Adam's kid.
Heavily
He didn't
implied.
reveal it. It's
Well,
heavily,
heavily
he didn't-
speculated.
He
Yeah.
just didn't say that that wasn't the case.
All right, look, it wasn't revealed, but it wasn't not revealed.
Yeah, it wasn't denied.
You know what they say? Whoever didn't deny it must have supplied it.
Also, I have access, so I'm changing one of my spells because I know the spell exists before. Well, I knew it existed, I just didn't know what the spell was.
Gotcha. Yeah. That is totally fine.
Is it Fireball?
I really do wish I had Fireball, but bards get a spell at like 7th level called Spirit Song, and it does like 1,000,000 damage to anything with a spirit.
Huh.
And I don't know what that means, but it's way better than a lot of the other evocation spells.
I guess
'cause it
not a
says, like-
construct.
yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah. We'll look at it if it comes up, which I imagine it will. Let's see.
See, that's why we shouldn't have me recap.
No, it was fine. It was
I like it.
all fine. So, one question is like, what are you guys? You guys are still technically at the camp. I don't know if you want that map up. It's kind of not super relevant now, but yeah. So like, Brass is leaving. You guys were huddled roughly around Burning Man's body, and you know, looting him. Seth and like the rest of the army is they're regrouping and like rounding up stragglers from the enemy force, capturing them and such. So there's just kind of cleanup going on right now. So one question I have is, what do you guys do? Like, what is are you headed back to Green Rock Hill with the army? Are you like staying here? What's your plan there? And also, what are you gonna do with all this loot?
Does it look like Brass is heading back to the hill?
He's like gathering his forces outside, so it seems like they're probably gonna march soon.
Okay, march.
their job is kinda
march
done.
North.
That's a good question. They haven't started off in a direction yet, so they're gathering up outside. So,
Say, what are we gonna do with all this loot?
yeah. I presume that
So-
you do loot. You said you were grabbing his plate mail.
Yeah, no, that's in my bag of holding.
Yeah. So there's also like a couple other things on him.
I mean, I'd take the talisman.
We need a talisman?
Yeah. I popped a
Oh.
loot window.
I'll be honest, I have no idea what that would do for me.
And like, I just assume you guys have a lot of time to identify this, so I'm not gonna make you do all the rolls. You will identify this in the next day or so pretty easily.
It makes
Yeah.
any attack you do for one action sweeping.
Yes.
So what would that do, I guess?
It gives it the sweeping trait, which I don't remember off the top of my head what it is.
I think if you miss an attack, your next one it gets a +1 or something. Oh, no, when you attack with this weapon, you gain a +1 bonus if you attempted to attack a different target this turn. Weapon.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. The paddle should have that.
Yeah, agree.
Cool. So, will I say that's just attached to my weapon, or?
It's kind of attached to your. Yeah, it's attached to your weapon. Sorry.
You have like a bunch of them just dangling on little strings, like what do they call those? Like little charm bracelets.
Yeah, exactly.
So how would I?
a cute little anime boy at the anime wolf attached to
So-
your phone sword.
So you can
Yeah.
just click the thing, and it tells you what you have to do to activate.
Yeah, there's a link there, but
Little link.
No, I clicked on that. And I'm like looking at it.
yeah, it doesn't directly explain what sweep is.
Yeah, that's more so what I'm.
So that aside,
Is it look like the? So we're kind of off on our own, right?
yeah, like
This
everyone
point.
else kind of went off to take care of their own like cleanup tasks, and you guys were left by the tent and by Burning Man's body.
And Ludwig has no idea what this ember that he got is, correct?
Correct. It, you put it out, you put it in a jar, it seemed to, like, burn up all the air in the jar even after you, like, froze it. And yeah, it only stopped burning when the oxygen was depleted.
Solus, for a moment, could you take a look at this? This looks like something that maybe you've heard of. I've never heard of it, but it was very hot. Seemed like it was kind of important.
Yes. I'm trying to remember. I don't have any spells, right?
Everyone's probably fairly tapped out today.
I do not have spells.
Perhaps tomorrow then. What do you guys think about seeing if we can join up with Brass? I kind of came in late to the fight, but he seemed pretty capable.
Eva's gonna cut you off. Be like, absolutely not.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, do we really want to give him a head start? Do we really want to aid his cause?
So how about instead we think of him aiding our cause of not getting killed?
Think of it like this, alright? He has a lot more people who will vouch for him having killed. We are the ones who do it. Is that really what we want? We want to just hand this dude, Salamander, his head on a silver platter?
I don't think there's any hurt to us, going with him for a while at the least.
Well, for the record, I'm very against the idea. Eve just, like, turns her back and just, like, sits down. Starts, like, cleaning, like, furiously cleaning blood off of her, her rapier.
Ludwig goes up to Sonas. Did Brass get the kill by any chance?
Is do you mean did he confirm it?
Did he do the finishing blow as it were?
I'm pretty sure he did, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, I think we should see if they want us to go with them.
Sorry for the loud typing.
Huh. The clot thickens.
The clot.
Okay, Vlad.
But yes, I'm kind of thinking that this whole group of his seems pretty decent. It wouldn't hurt to have a few more bodies to, throw in front of these forces. This wasn't an easy battle.
I don't know if I hear him say that, but if I do, he was gonna like turn around and be like, "You've just been against us taking Salamander on this whole time. We'll do anything. Make sure somebody else sits on that throne besides us, won't you?"
I guess I hadn't thought of it like that.
Of course you have.
Well, I mean, it's not the end of the world if we end up on the council. But also, if you think Brass has a pretty good chance, I'd like to get the chance to know if he's, an okay guy. It's a chance to know a potential king if that king's not one of us.
The whole point of this was to make sure we stack the odds in our favor.
Yes, and having an army that we can, have in front of us might help our odds a little.
Eve opens her mouth to say something and then thinks, and then just goes back to scrubbing her sword.
Something literally all of you notice except Eve is that Brass showed up here with a lot fewer than his full forces. When you guys stayed at camp with him, you didn't see Zima here. You saw a lot more than 10 people at his camp. Probably 20 more. It was probably a camp of 30 people. So Brass doesn't have didn't bring his whole group here. Didn't even warrant it, apparently.
Yeah, so this guy seems like a badass.
Or they're making preparations elsewhere. Who knows?
Previous statement stands. He seems like a badass. I guess while we're kind of thinking about that too, is someone taking this armor?
It's already in my bag.
Yeah, it's already in
Excellent.
the bag.
Good.
Yeah, there's a naked burning man just sitting there.
He has no head. The head is in my bag.
Oh, you cut off the head, right?
Alright, there's a naked headless burning man just sitting there.
So
I guess smoldering out.
here's a question. Is it a wolf head attached to a human body? Is he part werewolf? What's the situation with this guy?
He's not transforming back into a humanoid like the other werewolves did.
Okay.
This appears to be his natural state.
So he's not a wolf man, he's a man wolf.
Yes. Question mark. That's a way to put it.
Ludwig's going to get a little bit of blood from the body and just get a little vial of it.
Okay.
Ludwig,
Yeah.
this is not from here.
Yeah, I kind of figured that this Burning Man guy brought it.
No, it's not from.
Let's say it's from at least 75 miles northeast.
It's not from this plane.
Oh.
Or at least maybe the person who created it was not. You know.
Well, that's interesting. Does it, like, what can we use it for?
I don't know. I guess I can make an Arcana check. Or would maybe this be occultism?
I think weirdly, I think it would be religion, but I think it's all the same, right?
Well, I can make a religion check with +2.
Okay.
So it's a 15.
Like, I think the closest you get is that, like, I don't know, man, clerics and paladins, they like pray with their holy symbols pretty often. Seems like something like that, kind of. Like, it's twisted, but he seems, you know, similar to those holy warriors.
Yeah. I was, Ludwig, can you show me where you found this?
Yeah, it's
And the state it was in before you.
Yeah. It was, and I'll show him to the tent and the, I guess frost scorched thing that was holding it.
Specifically, it's like a now frost covered like iron anvil, where there's just like a melted pit in the top with some like I don't know, some slag built up around it. So there, you know, there's just like a pit where it was sitting.
But was there anything coming from this pit before you?
Oh yeah, it was really hot. I couldn't put anything around it to like get it out. I had to well, I guess you probably saw it. I had to blow it up a little bit.
Flashback to the puff of fog coming out from under the tent previously.
It was a temporary solution that seems to have worked.
My instinct says that this is a holy symbol of some kind, but obviously it is not holy.
Also, I should have asked, did you open the bottle or anything when you were investigating it? Because that's relevant.
I'm pretty sure if you were going to, Ludwig would be like, no.
No.
No. Leave the stopper. Yeah, leave the stopper in, please. I beg you.
No.
Ludwig turns into the... Wow, that's a reference. The weird racing guy from Mario Sunshine. Always topical.
That is a very specific reference. You are absolutely right. I was thinking more along the lines of, you know, Doc Brown, Marty!
Can I? I guess I will also make a religion check on the altar. I don't remember if Ludwig did or not, actually.
No,
Sure,
I don't
you can-
think I did.
You can go for it.
Okay, it's an altar. Smile.
It's literally not even an altar. It's just actually an anvil.
Yeah.
You just found an anvil, dragged it here, put the ember on it because it's the only thing that wouldn't burn up. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it, no special aura.
I don't really understand the. Maybe this is simply just a focus or symbol of some kind. There's not much that I know about this. Maybe we can find a demon and find it to our will, and then have him tell it all. Like, have him just tell us all about it.
That actually sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know how much we've talked about it, but like planar travel is weird in any setting, I guess. But it's like extra weird here. Like summoning demons, obviously not great, but even like summoning elementals, like as mortals summoning elementals from other planes is like kind of blasphemous and like also hard.
Like, wait.
Yeah. I'll keep this for a little bit, Sid, and
You'll
we'll
keep
do
what?
some research. This nothing. Wink.
Well, I was under the assumption that I was holding it,
Oh yes, that's okay. I'll take it back and
and I
do
just
some
stuffed it
research.
into my bag of holding.
Oh, yikes.
No.
This is what you get for sharing. Ludwig.
Okay, well, Ludwig will remember this.
Just kidding. Here you go. And I just
Yes!
pull it out and I just give it back.
Hooray!
I was gonna
Do
say, it's a
not-
good thing Ludwig hasn't shown any signs of having trust issues or anything.
Everything from now on. No, this is mine.
Ludwig catches chlamydia. It's mine. I will not get
Will
this
not
here.
share.
Yes. I must research. Thank you. Yes, Blevin handles this with care.
You're just gonna let Blevin hold it.
Blevin is chewing on it a little bit.
Levin makes a reflex save.
Yeah. Blevin holds it in his pocket and kind of.
Was there anything
Squeaks
else
back
here?
Blevin has pockets.
I mean,
Really
Blevin
lives
is
in a
actually
pocket.
just wearing like
he's
a
in a
super
pocket.
scaled down, the same
Okay.
exact outfit as Ludwig, but just
Like-
small.
It's just like a lab coat and then a mini lab coat.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same in all dimensions.
Okay,
Just
that is
scaled
now
it.
canon because that sounds fantastic. I love it so much.
The lab coat?
Yeah, like a little replica.
Ludwig actually has a passion for like making clothes in his free time.
You know, once you stitch together a hand or two, an outfit's not so hard.
Yeah. They don't even complain when you cut it down to size.
It just feels so much better when all the fingers are equal lengths.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna act like I
Ah,
didn't hear that.
Huh? But yeah. Anyways, I don't remember exactly. I don't think there was anything of import around here.
I'm not asking if it was important. I was asking if there was anything else.
So as a player, I don't remember if there was anything. I seem to remember there being like torches and stuff, but nothing like.
Yeah, he didn't have
boxes of
many
treasure.
like personal
Well,
effects.
you brought up a bottle.
That was his. That was
Yeah.
that was Ludwig's bottle. Ludwig provided the container.
Oh, okay. It was in like a vial.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it
okay.
wasn't in a vial. He put it in a vial.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
when I was examining it, it was like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a vial. Okay. I was under the impression that it was a big ass fucking rock.
It's
Or not a big rock, but
Yeah.
like a,
I
like a
guess yeah.
rock.
How big are we talking here?
it's you know, have you ever gone to the game, like a game store, and you see this stupid big metal D20?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
about that size.
Oh, so it's like pretty sizable.
It's chunky, but it's, you know, it's like
Okay.
smaller than the palm of your hand by a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a bigger bottle, but
Yeah, it's more of a
yeah.
beaker than a vial.
Because I definitely would have like taken it out.
Yeah, it's the same beaker that you keep like your invisibility sponges in.
Aghast, whatever, you know. But yeah, if you were trying to take it out of the beaker, that would be like, oh, don't do that. I think the whole no air in battle is keeping it from exploding. So maybe we just leave it in there.
It's a great command.
I would just like to know more. We'll have
Yeah,
more
we-
time to examine it, I guess.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, are you guys talking about the rock?
Yeah.
Can I do an underworld check?
Yeah.
Have you been paying attention at all?
I have.
But
I
you
promise.
probably won't get more than you get like the exact same thing, Solus.
Ugh.
Well, not even. I don't know.
I rolled a
You get some-
30.
Right. He doesn't get that it's from hell. He gets like some talk from like mercenaries who are like, man,
Dylan,
Burning
it's
Man guy.
literally an underworld check.
Oh,
that's not how that works.
what, isn't it?
Yeah, it turns out the underworld check is
Underworld,
actually for the
prison.
criminal underworld, the underdark, hell, and I don't know, the pit, wherever demons come from.
It's one
all of
word.
Uh-huh.
It's so give me like half the
Well.
information.
That's good. If it was 2 words, it would also tell you about werewolves and vampires.
Okay, okay, I will give you half of the information.
Just every other
Um,
word.
Yeah, but you just get the like hearsay. You just get the story of like, I don't know, this guy like this Burning Man guy, like, it's real scary, but he prays in front of a rock, like just a burning rock. And like that's kind of all you have. You don't get any of the context, any of the religious stuff that Solus gets. You just get, huh?
You basically get nothing.
This guy's obsessed with a rock.
I will say that if it's simply just a rock, I'd love to have it for my collection.
being around it, does Sonus get that like irritated feeling?
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know, like, how quickly you got within range of it, but it's like,
I mean, I'm with the group. Like,
yeah, it's more like static. Like
It's
when
more
you're
what?
within like 10 feet of it, it's like kind of a static feeling. It feels like static sounds.
Okay.
It's like kind of distracting.
yeah.
It's a little like
Could
fuzzy.
I then
it's
pick
like
something up?
It's like wirewool is brushing at your brain,
Oh my god.
not aggressively.
Ugh.
They're not trying to like
still,
clean it up. It's just like, well,
Dude,
I was
brain is soft tissue.
Yeah,
you don't
well,
have to rub that hard with some
against
steel
your
wool.
thoughts, you know, not against your actual brain matter. Your hair, I guess. Let's do that. It's like someone is just occasionally like wiping some wirewool against your hair.
Could Sonus then pick up, get
The rock is
more,
cooking.
yeah, pick up what the rock is cooking. Wow, yeah, actually.
I mean, it is cooking.
Please do not.
Yeah.
Before I just literally
Yeah.
grab Levin and put Levin in my bag of holding.
No!
Do you smell?
He
Uh.
won't survive!
That's, yeah.
Or will he? Interesting.
Okay, my question is like, would Sonus then, because of this feeling, kind of be able to piece together maybe an idea as to its origins, past what I know?
If you had more of an idea of what this feeling meant, like it seems to be elementally aligned. It seems to
Yeah.
it seems to brush against whatever elemental magnetic field like is in play in this world. But you don't know exactly, you know. Mostly what you gather from it is it does fire things.
Okay.
Overrated. Fire sucks.
Big agree.
But as it is a rock, like how it kind of has worked is like people have flipped, right? Like the guy in the road didn't really like, he was annoying. It was like this annoying feeling. But then when like you guys started to fight, it got overwhelmingly you know, like it was distracting at that point. It was hard to ignore. It was irritating you actively.
Okay.
But yeah. This is not doing that. It doesn't. The rock does not seem to harbor ill intent on its own.
Okay.
As he should.
What
Yeah.
about Dwayne Johnson?
Already made the joke.
There,
Too late, dude.
yeah.
Well, no, I know.
That's the same joke again, but in Midwest.
You know
Yeah.
how the Midwest is. We get all jokes about a week late.
Yeah.
Same with quarantines, as it turns out.
Is there anywhere in the U.S. actually quarantined right now?
Yeah.
San Francisco.
San
New
Fran
Jersey.
is, yeah, a couple places are shelter in place.
The entire Bay Area is shelter in place right now. So
Huh.
Scary. So,
Sorry to take away from the game.
I mean, I made the joke.
it's okay. We actually do have COVID-19 in our game. It's just right
Okay.
here.
New antagonist.
Yeah.
It's this whole region.
Y'all
right
don't
here.
even know. So,
Dylan predicted it.
all right.
We should definitely be going. We need to decide now if we're gonna hang out with Mr.
So you guys are in
son
the
of
tent,
Adam
right?
or-
Yeah, we should probably check on Eve's brother too. Make sure he's holding up okay. I think we left him in the general in a good state, but I wasn't there at the end of battle.
Yeah, we can do that, and then. But we can't. We shouldn't dally here too long. If there's nothing else of importance this time, then
Agreed.
we should just leave it.
Oh, whoops. Did I move the... Sorry. Y'all are definitely at X34, not W33.
I actually moved. I think I might have moved it because it's my coping mechanism.
I understand.
Your COVID mechanism?
Oh no.
Stop.
Alright, yeah, do we want to just go check in with family generals and then see what they know about what Brass is doing, maybe?
Yeah, y'all can
Sounds good.
do that.
Yeah, Eve's not even in a tent with you guys, so.
What is Eve up to?
The tent is
Eve
like...
is literally, like, angrily polishing her sword.
You guys are probably all
She didn't
still...
get the last kill.
Even if you're in the tent, or not in the tent, y'all are within like 15 feet of each other.
Eve, you want to go check on your brother?
Sure, she says, kind of like just sheathing her sword.
Okay.
I guess we should go say farewell. Before we trek off solo without Brass. Right?
Oh, I thought we should invite him along.
What exactly is the area northeast of Eden, by the way?
For the map thing,
Yes.
it's like, okay, let's see. It's like this stretch. I don't remember what hex I said it ends on, but it's like kind of this square.
G31 to G441. GG441.
GG4. Wow, I put that way down there. So like this diagonal and like the square all around it. So like down through the G's, or no, down through the 31s, over through the. What the hell? Over through the Q's. Wait.
Okay, so it basically goes from Eden, it basically triangulates this whole area, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like this square.
So looking at the map, does it look like there's a lot of things ahead of us in the near future? Because that'd get us a few days of travel north.
Let me see. Let me see what the I forgot exactly. I just like put this down because I thought it was cool, but I don't actually remember what it does.
The survey map?
Oh, plus. Oh, it just gives
Yeah,
you
it's
like
just
a
a +1 to survival checks
yeah, and recall knowledge. Okay.
for the area.
Yeah. So it doesn't like what it tells you. What it tells you is that a lot of this is farmland, and there are like a couple of scratch marks in it.
Where are the scratch marks?
Kind of along this southern edge here.
I want to mark up this.
You want to like draw it out?
Yeah,
Okay.
how do I do that?
The paintbrush tool should allow you to do it.
Can you do the thingy again?
Yeah. Let me see. So it's kind of like let's see. It's kind of like these bottom three, like the U's through the X's down here, like kind of this area. Oh, sorry, not the T's, but
Well, this is a V, right? So the like V.
yeah, no, I was just saying that I was like hovering over some of the wrong stuff. So yeah, not into the rod, I guess, but like over here.
Yeah, just like I'm not gonna put them there because I think that's.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wonder what these mean. Do you think this is like a?
Perhaps a front line?
That could make sense. Okay, well I'm gonna. Do you mind if I see the Emperor again?
Yeah, sure. Just be careful. I wouldn't open it.
I would never think of doing something so dangerous in my entire.
Okay, see, the way you say that makes me think you're actually going to do that. Why don't we do it when we get into town and can get some metal to put under it?
I'm just gonna look at it really quick. Don't worry. And this is. I'm gonna look at it, but I'm actually going AFK to pee.
Okay. So Eve, if you
I drank a big gulp.
Eve,
I'm
you're.
itty bitty titty gulp. What's up?
Do you kind of go and check on your brother alone? Do you wait for the group?
I'm waiting for the group.
Okay. All right. We can do that while Solus is looking at the jar. So everyone's kind of grouping up. Solus is walking with you guys, but looking intently at Jaro Ember. And yeah, you walk out of the fort. There's still like soldiers in the fort, kind of tearing stuff down, rummaging through supplies. There's like a couple of. Let me get an actual count because I know someone's gonna ask. Gathering up a couple of. There's like a few horses in there.
How many horses?
2 horses. Like wrangling
That
those
is a
up.
couple.
Yeah, it is a couple, in fact, an accurate couple. And like going through the supplies, the foodstuffs, like tying up the enemies who are not dead or who have surrendered. And generally gathering up bodies and like preparing to like set fire to them or something. And as you walk out of the walls, you see that like Brass's group is kind of standing beside the battlefield. They're not helping with the cleanup. They're like tending to their own wounds, mostly standing at the ready, and one of them is like standing on top of the hill, like looking kind of southeast. And yeah, Seth and the general are both barking orders to various groups about various cleanup tasks. Someone says
Before we go to like meet up with them, I want to see where like the brass guy is looking at.
yeah. Sure, yeah, let me, yeah. You,
Wow. Have a really great sense of everything.
he points in a direction as you're looking at him, and, like, turns and shouts something, imperceptible to Brass. Who, like, kind of looks up, nods, and then they go back to what they're doing.
I'm gonna like squint and like try and like listen, be like, well, all right, and just kind of regroup the party and head towards Seth the General.
Yep. Yeah, they're kind of over towards where the where the word attack happened. Kind of between the ruined columns and arches. And I think Seth sees you approaching and like nods to you and waves.
Wave back.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, didn't get your ass kicked out there, did you?
He chuckles and kind of like looks himself over, raises his shield, says, "Not a scratch. Thanks to you, of course."
Well, I was just about to say, you better give us credit where credit's due.
The general will also live, thanks to you, to spread tales of your valor, I'm sure, and hopefully mine as well.
Well, she says in a low voice, that's kind of unfortunate, but what can you do?
He chuckles, and he's like, "He's a good man, if a lesser one than I," and gives you a grin.
Well, most of them are, aren't they?
Oh, we can't say such things out loud, sister.
Why can't we?
He thinks about that for a moment. He's like, you know, it's really just a thing Father said once. I didn't ask for an explanation.
She shrugs. Says, well, some of my compatriots want to move with Brass's company, but I'm totally against the idea. That
Would
guy
be-
sitting on the throne? God, what a boring life that would be, huh?
Would be safer to go with him, more effective. It's got merit, but less glory.
So, now you can see the dilemma there.
Glory isn't everything. Sometimes effective is better, but you'll come up with the right decision on your own, I'm sure.
Well, until next time, don't go getting yourself killed. You're looking a little rusty out there. She says, kind of like giving him like a fake punch to the side.
Yeah, he like he kind of draws his sword and like holds it out, kind of like feeling the weight. He's like, just so few things to swing a weapon act back here. It's getting practice with a lot of things, patience and commanding others. But... yeah, you're right. Your swordsmanship has probably surpassed mine at this point. Can't have that. I'll do my best to get practice in.
So she's gonna give Seth a hug.
Yeah, he'll sheath the sword and return the hug.
What time of the day is it?
I would say kind of mid-afternoon. Y'all finished in time for dinner?
Always gotta have dinner, man.
No.
Well, I'm gonna look at the party and be like, well, shall we get to bed early and head out early in the morning? Or are you still thinking about moving with Brass?
Is Brass heading out now?
Shrugs. Didn't really care to ask.
Oh my god. Okay, hey Seth! Wow,
He's
that's a really tough name to say. Oh, hey Seth!
He's still standing like right there.
there.
He's still standing
hey.
right there. He
Oh,
nods.
hey, didn't realize you were so close. Brass, is he heading out like right now?
I understand it's hard to get a good vantage point from down there. He says with kind of a grin. It's like, We're not apprised of his plans. He shrugs. He's free to go after he's helped us, fulfilled his contract to Eden.
You know, has anyone ever told you that you are just like your sister?
Well,
The other way around.
when both nature and nurture are nearly identical. He chuckles.
Okay, fine. Does any one of you? I haven't talked with Brass. Did anybody have a chance to? Who's buddy?
No, I had a chance to speak with him. He's very curt and to the point.
The only one who probably has any kind of in is Sonus.
Great. Sonas, quick. Let's go ask the army where they're going real quick.
Okay.
Ludwig's pushing on your leg, go.
Sonus the diplomat.
Dude's got a hefty charisma score, man.
Yeah, it's
I
actually
do.
true. He just doesn't flex it like you would expect.
No.
Yeah, so sure. You two approach. I think as you get close, Brass doesn't really look up, but someone kind of notes you're coming and gives Brass a tap. Turns and looks at you, stands up.
Sonus would, out of just politeness, go for a handshake.
Okay, yeah, he'll shake your hand.
We were just wanting to swing on by and see when you were planning on leaving.
Kind of looks out over the landscape, and do you follow his gaze?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you look to where he's looking, and there's kind of the other contingent of his forces are coming through the hills from the southeast, snaking through, marching towards you guys. He's soon. Probably not until morning, but.
Is Ludwig standing next to me?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Sorry, kind of shy. Nice to meet you, I'm Ludwig. You're a big guy, huh?
One sec. He, his, the corner of his lip twitches just a little bit at that. He's I suppose I might be described that way, yes.
Huh. So I know last time we talked, so out of character, we talked about how people were kind of hey, he might be Adam's son. Is this something that anybody would pick up on, or?
I thought it was. I don't think people rumored about that.
Yeah,
Right.
It's the two things we have are that Eve thinks he looks familiar, and Sonus heard rumors that, underworld rumors that,
Okay, perfect. So
I
Ludwig
worded it as,
probably wouldn't have any idea, which is perfectly fine. Yep, perfect. Yep. All right. Anyway, yeah, we were thinking maybe we tag along.
he looks... I think, after you said he was a big guy or whatever, he, responded and he kind of looked back to, his soldiers marching, and then you mentioned tagging along, and, his eyebrows raise in, genuine surprise, and he kind of looks back at you. He's after a moment, he's you were, you know where we're headed?
Yeah, I'm kind of assuming you're going to the same place we are.
You there's a very small huff at the thinly veiled talk. He's you're chasing salamander as well then?
Against my better judgment, yes.
Kind of a...
I assume you're gunning for the big seat, huh?
Roll a perception check. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he says, I'm just doing my duty to Eden. But, like, there's a moment where he has to come up with something to say.
Aren't we all, buddy? Aren't we all? It seems to me that if there's a lot of people all going for this, it would behoove everyone to know each other so that if there's anyone among them that's not fit for it, you kind of get a feel for it, you know?
He, there is a... It's like... I don't know. There's like another kind of a moment where, like, even considering someone else's worth kind of annoys him, and he, like, looks over at... looks past you for a moment and then back down, and he says, like... That's a fair way to see it, I suppose.
Great, and we'll just hang out, bring our tent along. Great, we'll talk to you in the mornings then.
He looks past you again? Maybe as you're, like, starting to turn away, and he's like, so... There's, like, a very quiet scoff, and he's like, who among your group do you believe is worthy? He kind of, like, looks at Sonus, looks at you, and then past you again.
Oh. Sonus, why don't you take a first swing at that one?
Sonus would probably kind of like laugh to himself and like shake his head.
This is very, very important that you answer this correctly.
No pressure.
Well, I think many in our group think that they are worthy. But I don't know.
Many in our group of 5.
Literally all of them.
And in the end, how will you
Everyone's-
decide which among you takes the honor? Is it simply whoever makes it back alive? Some other agreement?
I believe right now that is kind of where we're at. But personally, I just don't want it to go to the leader of the Bronze Darters.
He raises an eyebrow. He's like, that is unlikely.
I would highly agree.
But there's nothing wrong with being sure.
Son is probably like isn't very interested in the talk of like
Yeah.
who is going to take over for the throne. So he's gonna like turn the conversation away and ask Brass like, while on that topic, what is your experience with Calvin Attend?
I don't think he answers that question. I think he starts to kind of like turn away again as Ludwig is like, all right, we'll get our stuff and come with you. And he's like, he turns and he like sits back down, signaling that he's about done with the conversation. He's like, I have a counter proposal. Your smaller group is more agile than mine. It will take us time to march and prepare. Why don't you scout ahead. Gather information and don't die before we arrive. Otherwise, we'll step over your corpses on our way to my goal. If you want to join forces by the time we arrive, I won't turn down the help.
I don't know if they went off on their own, but am I here for this?
It sounded like they were heading over on
I
their
thought
own.
it
You
was-
can decide if you want them to follow.
Yeah.
No,
we
it's
didn't talk
totally
about it,
fine.
so.
If they went without me, that happens.
Okay.
But if I was there at this point in time, Eve would definitely like fucking have an outburst.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, he's like, just be aware that if you choose that path, it will be as members of my company, not adventurers in your own right. I assume you understand what that means in terms of Salamander's head. And he, like, I don't know, probably, like, picks up his, like, big burly one-handed axe and starts, like, sharpening it while he waits. Like, the rest of the company is probably, like, arriving at that time, walking up the hill.
Okay, well, yeah, I think we are pretty clear there, huh?
And sorry, I kind of
Yeah,
resorted
sure.
to roleplay there, but like, if you want to try to hard convince him to like, you know, there are charisma checks if you want to convince him of anything, but that's kind of the default.
No, I think unless Sonus wants to, Ludwig has kind of gotten a measure of him a little bit better than he did before.
Okay.
I think that Sonus is I'm just gonna give up.
Okay.
So
Yeah, let's go back to the others. Maybe go into town real quick, get some stuff.
Yeah, you guys do have time to go back to Green Rock Hill if you want. You know, a less exposed place to rest or anything.
Eve, 1 second. Once we're out of earshot of Brass and whatnot.
I'm not there, by the way.
Oh no! Where did Eve go?
No, I wasn't there for the whole thing. Otherwise,
Right.
Eve would have outburst at a certain
Right.
point. Like,
No,
"Fuck
it's
this."
yeah, when we get back, Ludu wants to just kind of tell Eve that, okay, you know what? You're right. That guy's an asshole.
You met with him.
Yeah, I thought we joined forces. It sounds like he's going to let his army just. If he wins, he gets it, no matter who does it, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of sketchy.
You should have just trusted me the first time.
Well,
I don't want us getting. Look, Seth is one thing. He's my brother, but I don't want us getting anyone else involved.
Yeah, you may be right.
oh, you're just worried that he'd kill Salamander before ya, Eve.
I absolutely am worried of. Eve starts yelling, and then like halfway through a sentence starts like calming down, and then like realizing what she just said.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way he could take it down alone. I'm worried that he would be a glory hog, and you know he has a bunch of. So what are you looking at me like that for? Stop it!
I'm just saying, Eve. He was the one who killed Mr. Burning Man back there.
Oh my god, how many times do I have to say it? I did most of the work. He just lopped off his head.
I don't know about that one.
Well, you weren't even on the battlefield. How are we supposed to know? Remember, he was. Weren't you like gigantic and also invisible?
Yeah.
He did eventually become visible, and it was like
Oh.
3v1ing werewolves.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you weren't even there
Whoa,
till
whoa,
the
whoa.
last second.
That was definitely a
Yeah.
2v3.
It was 2v3, but also
We
the
didn't know
werewolves
you
were
were there.
definitely attacking
I
him.
was getting hit.
Yeah. Like, from a visual standpoint, you were up there, you were taking shots, but like, it was
You were missing a lot.
it was the paddles
No, I
swinging
got
around
three- I
against
got
the
two
claws,
crits.
you know.
I got 2 crits on the werewolves. They're just
How?
werewolves and they have
That's like-
60 HP.
I
Yeah.
thought you missed a bunch.
No, they just have a lot of health. They're beefy.
Yeah.
Beefy boys.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, can I delete these? I don't know if these got moved or anything. Can I delete? Oh, never mind.
The weird lines.
Yeah, there's one down here at the bottom that I was confused about.
I
Anyway,
don't know.
Oh,
That's,
yeah. So that one got moved. You can delete those ones.
okay. Do you want me to put it on the map layer so they don't get moved?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't know what any of this stuff means. I don't think it's gonna be that important, but
It might be self-evident when you start moving.
yeah, I think that's what I'm trying. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be. Oh yeah, this is these, obviously.
Yeah. So, you guys next move. I guess the only decision here is do you camp at Green Rock Hill or do you camp here?
I would like to try and see if I could get some metal at Green Rock Hill to possibly place the flame on when we get it. So
Sure.
if that is not an urgent thing, but if people don't have strong opinions.
Yep, no strong opinions.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
I
if
mean, we
Ludwig
have
is-
metal. Like we have metal.
And you got, let me, there were like metal shields on the battlefield. You can just go grab a metal shield. Sure, there's like,
Yeah.
it's a wood frame on the back, but
Right, because
It
if it
won't
was
be there for
burning through an
long.
anvil, like I'm thinking we need like a big hunk of metal to just set this on so it doesn't immediately
Yeah.
melt down.
when it was sitting on the anvil, it doesn't look like it is what was melting the anvil. It looks like the anvil was shaped a little bit to hold it, but yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't burning through the anvil or anything.
Okay.
Otherwise, your glass bottle would
Yeah,
not have survived.
It was a concern, I will admit.
yeah, that's applying the real life physics of glass to something that was literally like melting metal doesn't
Yeah.
exactly work.
Well, right. It's weird.
Right. So yeah, no, the anvil wasn't melted by the thing. It was melted for
Okay.
the thing.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, then Ludwig does not care.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not
So
impressed.
what's
by
the
this
likelihood that this is like some kind of artifact that allows the Burning Man to communicate with the ever-growing legion of demons?
Oh, I kind of figured that's what. Maybe.
Wouldn't that be kind of fun?
Yeah. Actually, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Although I don't particularly find the idea of one of us getting possessed with a mighty archdemon of some kind.
Yes, that's not great, but.
Although I
that-
guess we've already beaten werewolves, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and that guy had like a lot of power and stuff. That might be interesting if we could harness some of that. Hypothetically.
Yeah, we
Yes.
would never do something so dangerous.
Well, not without proper precautions.
And what would those be?
I don't know yet, but we're gonna find out.
Hmm. Can anyone tell me why champions don't get deific weapons.
Probably not. I probably can't.
This is quite dumb.
Because they get a lot of like martial stuff by default, right? So
Oh yeah, I guess they are martial,
yeah, it's just like a cleric thing. That like
so they don't really need it.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me out there, DM.
No problem. So yeah, you guys find a place to camp here, in like the old ruins and the new fort ruins. They do like you guys probably camp a little ways away because they eventually like set a bonfire for all of like the bodies, using like the wood from the walls of the fort and everything. Yeah, but night passes mostly uneventfully. Brass's folks also camp there, apart from you guys. And Eden's forces mostly march back to Green Rock Hill with a couple of exceptions.
A couple of exceptions.
Yeah, there's like still some. There's some folks like watching the bonfire, making sure it doesn't turn into like a grass fire, and you know, still just general tearing down of the fort.
I was just like a couple of exceptions.
Yeah,
But why?
by a couple of exceptions, I mean a couple of groups, like 2 groups of 10 or something.
What a fucking day. I don't think you guys really realize this, but I do not have it. Like, at the end of the day, I did not have a spell. I am beat.
Yeah, I'm kind of out of juice too. I mean, I feel fine, but like, I'm out of stuff to do stuff with.
So we're on
I
a
need to
more...
learn how to use a weapon. Eve says, I finally got the last speck of Burning Man's blood off of this one. Says,
Oh
like,
no,
the
I
rapier.
killed somebody. Yeah.
Ludwig, I killed somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you
Rick
guys
killed
were...
a man.
Yeah, like, I killed a sorcerer that was casting fireballs. It's like, I didn't do nothing.
True.
I mean, I didn't go one-on-one with Wolf-Face Man, maybe, but, you know, I was there.
I need to replace my arrows too.
And look on the bright side. Your sister's alive, the general's alive. It all worked out.
My sister?
Sorry, your brother.
Also your sister.
Also, your sister, she's fine, I assume. I mean, knock on wood.
Well, I think we should probably turn in early. We've got a long couple of days ahead of us.
Yeah, sounds good.
Do you guys set a watch for tonight, or do you kind of let? There's a lot of other people around who are going to be doing it.
Oh, Eve's just turning in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Ludwig deeply cares.
Yeah.
He might set up Blevin to keep watch, but that
This
doesn't
is
mean
probably
Blevin
the
doesn't just
first-
fall asleep.
This is probably the first time that anyone has seen Solace just like not agree to do a watch.
Oh.
Like he's just out.
I mean, that's totally cool. Everyone can pass out. It was a long day, and that will allow you to get an earlier start than Brass's forces.
Yeah, fuck Brass.
Oh
Yeah.
just to fill you in, he basically says that either we give him the crown or go die ahead of him. So, I mean, kind of fuck him, basically.
If that's how you wanted to choose to mishear it, that's fine. But I will say that he
That-
said, if you want, go scout ahead, don't die, and give us the information when we get there.
But
But
that seemed to me like there was no good end for.
no, my
Us?
favorite thing is that like Nathan is trying to not to like chase glory, but I know Nathan wants, but Ludwig is like, no, glory is for dumbasses.
Correct. It absolutely is.
yeah, accurate. But yeah, you can relay that message, what he said, however you want. I just wanted to make sure.
I think the way is correct. Is Ludwig sees that as you can either join me or you can go ahead, and if you don't die, I'll just take what you like. I'll just
Exactly,
take
yeah.
whatever you have. Like there's no
That is
upside.
literally
To us.
what I heard.
Yeah, same here.
It's like no, it's
And
like
you
oh,
can
you
say
could
that
just
it
give us
wasn't a
stuff. It's
threat,
like what do you get? Like
Mr.
we don't
DM,
get.
but
Well,
that's
the upside is
literally
that
what
you
it-
can join him in performing your duty for Eden. You know? That's
Yeah, fuck that guy. This guy thinks he's already king.
I like how Ludwig went from being against us, like trying to kill Salamander to determine the throne, but now he just wants to do it.
Again,
he decided he didn't like brass.
Yeah, right. It's
No,
not a
the
case of
circumstances have
we
changed.
should get it. Yeah, it's a
Right,
case
like-
of oh boy,
Fuck
these
that
other
guy.
options. Yeah, these other
Yeah.
options are even worse.
Solace just stabbed in the heart.
Yeah, I mean he mostly he was pressing F to doubt that any of your group was worthy for sure.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah,
funny.
that is. Yeah.
Like, I don't think Ludwig disagrees with that.
No, absolutely. Ludwig does not think any one of our party should lead us.
That's
He's
so
just
rude.
not a fan
But
that
it's
that
so
brass was
true.
so.
What do you mean it's so true?
Oh, Ludwig doesn't believe at all. Like, no.
Yeah, but you're not from
no.
Eden, so
I think
Yeah.
it'd be really funny if Ludwig became the.
That would be interesting, yeah.
I would ironically assassinate him.
Yikes. You
Yeesh.
don't say that ahead
mean-
of time.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
Prepare yourself.
Just in case you lose a character.
Things would be very interesting in Eden. That's all there is to say.
Bans everyone who's not a goblin.
Ooh, damn.
Wow. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you guys get through the night with nothing really eventful happens.
Eve dreams that every soldier in Brass's camp gets poisoned and dies.
Yep,
So they
that
can
is
actually
exactly it.
purify himself.
I think some of the Eden soldiers who are there on like cleanup duty are like drinking a little bit as the night goes on, but Brass's folks are pretty disciplined tonight. And yeah, you guys can head out if you want to move the party token. You got 3 moves.
I'm really worried about what these like scratch marks on the map are, and I don't like. Obviously, right? Like the easiest path would just be like, whoop. But what if these like scratch marks are bad? And I don't
Well-
want to like go through more than one of them.
You can like,
I guess we could go this way, this way.
if you want to just
And
like
if-
get to the top of a hill and do a perception check, like it's not, it's like 4 and a bit miles away to the closest hatch mark.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just rolling a perception.
This is at +2.
Yeah.
26.
So like you climb a hill, landscape beyond the hills is pretty flat, so you just see there's like torched fields. And like the burnt bones of farmhouses and stuff.
Oh, okay, so this is just like maybe where they were. Some agriculture. Alright, I guess we'll just go this way then. Does anybody disagree with this most direct path to salt?
No, that looks fine.
Okay.
I'll disagree.
Okay, well.
Yeah. So yeah, as you're moving on, it's just like I said, you're running across like burnt fields, and it seems like they kind of just like burnt and salted the earth behind them in this particular area. Let me see, what is that? E34, T34, R34.
If there's like some wood, Solace is gonna put chalk in the ground where it was salted.
Okay.
Like scratch a helpful little tidbit for the people who come to reclaim this land.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you see a lot of like, as you're going along to the next spot, there's like a lot of like, there are like a few like farmhouses that were not burnt down, and there's like a lot of like cart tracks leading away from them. And there's a whole lot of like warg tracks, just like wolf tracks in this area.
Do they look old?
Yeah, they're not like from today or anything. They're a couple days old.
Okay.
Do a like survival check.
I do love survival.
Okay.
Does anybody else like survival?
Nothing else changes.
Let me
You
look.
do get a +1 with the map, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nope,
survival
not-
checks give you a +1 on that.
Okay.
Not good enough at survival.
I'm gonna.
Oh, we
Are
got
you
that
not
map.
good enough, or are
We
you
got that
just
map.
not gonna roll your dice?
The map does add +1 to your survival, but
Yeah.
I say I have pretty good survival if I can help out.
yeah. There you go.
Whoa.
I'll sure try.
So
Never mind.
Yeah, you notice that there are a few tracks. Like as you're going north, there are tracks heading north ahead of you. That are fresh from like, I don't know, people who escaped the battle, people who retreated or something. And then like,
I'll be back real quick.
okay. At some point, as you're moving into R34, your last move for the day, there's like more lateral tracks that are also fresh. Kind of like going east-west.
Do they look to be human tracks?
Oh no, these are still warg tracks.
Oh, warg tracks. Ooh.
Yeah. And goblin dog tracks, smaller tracks.
Oh, goblin dogs, no!
Well, it was a good run.
Yep.
See you guys
campaign,
next
Philip.
week with brand new characters.
And also,
Scare the wargs.
you see... Maybe I should re-roll for this, because it's not the same. Okay. Yeah, you guys catch, there's like... You leave the burned down, like, torched farmlands behind as you pass the hatch marks. But, like, in this kind of southeastern area, there's still a couple of, like, ransacked farmhouses. And, like, fields are fine. Fields aren't burnt down.
Well, do we want to stay at one of these farms for the night?
That should be fine. assume my sound broke because I heard Dylan.
Yeah, you disappeared for like a second.
Well, I disappeared because I needed to reconnect. But Dylan said farmhouses.
So we
Oh,
found ruined-ish farmhouses in the fields were okay, is that correct?
Yeah, there's some farmhouses that are in pretty rough shape. And you wanted to kind of like find one to camp at?
Yeah, that's kind of where, because we're nearing the end of the day, right?
Yeah, you're getting on towards the end of the day, yeah.
So yeah, maybe there's like a place to rest.
How do you guys feel about that? Do you want to try one of these farmhouses? They're in pretty rough shape.
It's better than camping out in the open.
Yeah,
Okay.
with all these warg tracks, it's a dangerous proposition.
Okay. You approach one of them then, one of the houses.
I'm back.
Welcome back. And there's like a barn. Yeah, there's like a barn and there's the farmhouse and there's like, yeah, the farmhouse is like broken windows and stuff. And as you approach, there's well, how to put this? There's a lot of webbing.
Goblin spiders.
Like in the windows and
spider
like
dogs.
on the side of the
Yes,
house.
spider dogs.
And,
does this look like it's abandoned webbing, or does this look like, oh, there's something like those are big webs?
Give me a nature check. I guess it's pretty obvious that they're pretty big.
Can't do. Okay at nature, maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, these webs are big. It's like, you know, kind of not quite rope-sized web strands, but like it's
Not quite.
not quite
rope
there.
size.
If you measured the
Hey, like,
diameter
what-
precisely,
What grade
they'd
of
be-
rope? There are
You know, I
lots
don't-
of different.
sure, yeah, but like if you took out your 50 feet of rope that you definitely have in your adventuring pack, it would be less thick than that adventure grade rope.
Adventure grade rope is pretty thick.
Yeah, yeah,
But that's still some thick web.
right. Yeah, I mean you wouldn't rig a sail with rope as thick as this web. You'd want something a bit more. But you'd probably tie a horse up with rope the size of this web.
You mean I could tie a horse up with the web?
Well, I mean web's stronger than rope, so you know.
Oh,
Definitely.
absolutely.
You could probably rig a sail with this web.
Can you?
It'd
I
get messy.
think Saul's just like looks at Ludwig and he's like, "You don't want none of this? Really?"
You know what? I am not into spiders that can eat me. First of all,
And there's
but actually, that webbing's kind of cool.
let's see.
Yeah,
So some other things you
I
notice.
hear it's like good quality rope.
Some other things you notice as you're discussing this. There are places where there's the regular web on the side of the house, and then there's places where it seems like there was just a bundle attached to the house, and there's just a big ole. Like it's
not bundler anymore. Like a big old place where a bundle once was.
yeah, it's like torn open, and there's how to say this, bloodstains
A
in
giant
the place
spider.
where it was.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, we're going to very carefully turn around and say, "No, thank you. No, thank you, evil. Not today."
This is great bait to make me use my super crazy arrows, but I'm not going to.
I mean,
Okay.
if Eve thinks she can take salamander, she should be able to take a spider.
At this moment, Eve draws a rapier and, like, the explicative
Oh,
thing.
God.
Like, oh, all right then. I guess we're
Wait,
going spider hunting.
We don't need to.
Sonus leans into.
No,
Ludwig.
Sonus does have a point. If I can't take down a giant spider, how am I going
Sonus-
to be able to take down a demigod?
Sonus will lean into Ludwig and be like, 5 gold on the spider.
Solace goes up to where like the web is probably like connected to the beginning of the barn,
Yeah.
and he like plucks the web.
Okay. It makes a bassy thrum like real low. Good 15. What is that? 15 hertz.
Oh my god, that's a living instrument.
Yeah. It's like almost. It's
Solace
barely
plays a
in
jig.
your. Since you have sensitive ears, y'all are basically all of you are half elves, or elves. Wow.
You do a really good song.
This is the 34.
That's
actually.
a sick bass beat.
Yeah, you slap it to bass.
This is middle C.
You know, it's pretty hard to like change the tuning of it, but you sure can like thrum out a rhythm.
Oh yeah, no, it was sick though.
Also, these vibrations sure travel pretty. It's like kind of loud.
Yeah, I guess like I'm trying to like.
You know, kind of you
Find
feel
where
this more
the-
than you hear it, and
Yeah, I'm trying to find where like the web, like the epicenter of the web is.
it's a little. It doesn't quite look like this is a nest. It's
Oh, are you telling me it's a Black Widow web where they just like shit the web out and it's just ever?
well, you know. I don't know how to.
I know a lot about.
Are you
spiders,
saying-
Yeah,
So.
Are you saying we need to
Like-
bust out the Australian voices?
it's like
again?
in a lot of places there
So
was
Black
something
Widows are?
tied down, but this isn't for like catching prey. It's like utility web.
No, it's for fucking.
And
It's a
there's
fuck web,
blood,
guys.
ugh.
We've stumbled upon a spider harem.
Okay, so I think we have two choices here. Do we know what made this? Because
Burn
if
it down.
it's those spider people we met, we
let
might
me-
say hello. If it's just a giant spider, I'm going to burn it.
I forgot we met those
What
spider
were their
people.
names?
The Drider dudes.
Yeah.
They
Remember
weren't very
that-
happy
did we
with
get
us.
there?
There wasn't.
No, they were okay. They were just
Yeah.
like
They
worried
had
about
names,
us.
and I'm
Yeah.
really dumb.
How do I like ask you to do a memory check?
Probably
there's
just
a
Recall
response.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
Underworld.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
can
probably
do
like
like
a-
Oh, yeah,
a nature
probably.
recall knowledge, I guess.
Well, what about society? These are people,
Fucking
not animals.
Right.
What about Underworld?
Ludwig thinks
very-
real hard and goes, what about Gravaya? You know that Drider we met.
There sure weren't webs in that cave.
Well,
Well, yeah, but they were running away, not trying to. Make
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. I guess you didn't go too deep, but yeah, you didn't see any webbing.
Well, why
You went
don't
pretty
you
deep.
just ask, okay?
Vaya.
Vaya. So that's not effective.
Okay, burn it.
Ludwig Chuck. Yeah, I'm gonna, if I have a chance, make and chuck one of the fire frogs straight up into the barn, I think.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
You know what? You know
This is
what's
gonna be like
really-
It catches fire. You just throw a firebomb
It's
at
not,
the roof
I
and
just
it catches.
realized it's not a utility web for a spider that sits in a web. It's a utility web for a giant wolf.
Well, like, you know, it seems like you see a few places where there's like these opened up bundles. And it seems like that was the primary purpose for this web.
You know, I really hope that was where it had its meals, because if that's where it had, you know, its children, that's a bigger problem.
Yeah.
So how's that barn burning?
Oh yeah, it's burning good. You got the roof on fire. It's lighting up.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I
Yeah.
guess we just go one more day. Or just run. You know?
you just go.
So you know how sometimes when you don't see the spider, it's even worse? That's what this is.
I
Let's
need
see.
to remind you, I wasn't the one. You were the one who threw the giant firebomb in there.
Oh no, that was good strategy. But I still don't see a spider, and I don't like that.
See, I
whoever.
don't think you've...
Who's the most tracky person? Who has the best survival?
Ludwig.
Oh, not me.
I would say I do have
It's
a plus
Ludwig.
8. Yeah,
All right.
Wait, what's your survival?
8.
Okay.
0.
Yeah, give me a survival check. Okay. There are like, I don't know, humanoid tracks around the bundles.
Oh, so there's like, wait, humanoid track is
Yeah,
in
there's boot prints. Yeah, there's footprints around the
So
bundles.
there's boot prints. Oh, this makes no sense. Did they get the people? Does it look like they were cut open or ripped open?
It looks. Let's see. Ripped open? Yeah, it's uneven. It wasn't cut with like a sword or a knife.
Or maybe they were burst open.
It also doesn't quite look like that.
Maybe
I don't know
these
what that would look
spiders
like, I
have
guess.
Swords or teeth.
It's definitely torn down the middle. And there's just kind of like loose web flaps hanging.
Okay, so guys, I'm usually pretty good at like figuring out what kind of creatures do and stuff. This is freaking me the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's going on and I don't like it.
Well,
First,
you don't like spiders.
I mean, giant ones? No. Little ones are cute.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you're wrong about both of those.
I guess.
And Eve, I think you're wrong about being able to defeat Salamander.
Just going for it.
Kind of
Okay,
a
well,
very
you guys
strange
can
random
sit here
thought
and
to
watch
have
this
right now.
barn burn and be left out in the open. I'm gonna go look for another place. Like,
Yeah, so I guess what do you guys do next?
Leave.
You okay, all right, you peace out. Sure. And that's pretty immediately, right?
I mean, watching
Look,
probably over
if-
the shoulder, but yeah.
if Ludwig's firebomb did not make a giant fucking spider come out of that barn, like nearly immediately,
Uh-huh.
I assume it's empty, and I'm
Yeah.
like, cool, I'm out.
And or it's
I make
fireproof,
multiple
which is
perception
also
checks
terrifying.
so I don't get killed by giant.
It's a fireproof spider.
It's a salamander spider.
Yeah, and then I make a lot of perception checks to look for
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
weird
just
patches
bolt,
of dirt
just
that might
bolt.
just be giant salamander, like tunnel spiders or something.
Yeah. Salamander tunnel sliders. I get it. Okay. So yeah, you guys go away from
Don't
the
say
barn.
I get it. That makes me uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you just gave him an idea. That's what
I
really,
know.
really
I'm
happened.
so bad.
So you guys go back into the fields. It's like tall grass here. Tall, kind of like it's a little dry. That's why the previous fields burned so easily. So yeah, you guys are making your way through the tall grass. And do you camp in this hex? Do you like come to a stop at all? It sure sounded like Moto wanted to move on.
Look, I have some real life issues with being in a place where scarecrows can be right now. So if we could just not,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Wait, what?
Look, I'll admit it. Last night I had a nightmare about the new Fiddlesticks rework, and I
It
just
is
don't
pretty
want to deal
freaky.
with it right now.
Okay. Okay. So is that a to confirm? You are moving another hex or no? Because it'll require
I would-
fortitude checks
Look,
to like push
we
on.
can make one fortitude check as a snack.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see.
We don't want to deal with spiders, and we don't want to deal with scarecrows.
Yeah.
Who should make the fortitude check?
Everybody makes one.
Oh, no.
Hold on before you do it. You guys don't get all the way through the hex.
Oh no! You're
So-
attacked by giant wool spiders. They're also on fire and
Do I
And
fire.
goblin
still-
dogs.
Do I still have charm? Yeah, okay.
Let's see.
Sure.
Oh, okay, sure. I think y'all are pretty attentive right now. Can you just give me your perception checks? Just
Yeah.
down the line.
Here we go. Eve's perception check. So good. It's a 9.
I should probably change the music.
22.
Ooh, that's
Suck
nice.
it. Oh, alright, Sonus.
it go? Sorry. I had good music for this, and anyway, so
Plays the Fiddlesticks theme. Why have you done this to me?
everyone over a 20, you start seeing like some of the tall grass move kind of not directly behind you, but like to the side. You hear like some rustling that isn't coming from you guys. What do you what do you do?
Cry.
It'd be really cool if I could fly now.
Just nope out of there.
Draw my weapons.
You can fly because that is a spell you can cast.
Yeah, that's next level, I think.
Is it not third?
Just level up real quick
No.
and fly out of here.
Yeah.
No, they
Yeah.
fixed that in this game. People flying at level 5 is kind of dumb.
I'm pretty sure I can cast fly.
So Ludwig doesn't see
wait.
shit. He's
Yeah,
looking
correct.
behind him,
You're-
like
you're-
at the smoke, the
Which makes
smoke
sense.
from the bar.
Yeah,
Where-
you're
where
like
do I
short,
see
so
Where do
Yeah.
I see the most movement?
Southeast. There's like a couple of spots, where
Yeah. Would you happen to say they're within a 20-foot like diameter? Just
let me see.
asking for a friend.
Oh.
Yes, but like
All right.
since they're
So
in the
that-
grass, I'm gonna have you. It's not.
It's
super
it's
easy to locate them.
general area.
Yeah. Yeah. You can try to like hit the center of where they are. And yeah, would you like to I'll give you like a if you roll me a 1d20 and you roll if you roll a 1d2 and you roll a 2, you'll hit all of them. If you roll a 1, you'll hit about half. So wow, I like really.
I really liked when
this
it
is
was
what I
a-
wanted to play.
When it was a D20, just because I had more options, but
It's
The same odds.
Yeah,
I know it's the
exactly.
same odds. I
That's
get
bad.
it. I just feel better, okay? But no, it's fine.
Oh, you did it! Congratulations!
yeah, you got it. All right, so you throw your wind bomb, and I'm just gonna. All right, hold on. First of all, I'm gonna move you over here.
Can I re-roll that?
It's scarecrows.
You can
Wow, it's like you took a picture from Minnesota. It's random fields.
sure. So they have
This
to
is
make
actually
reflex
his
saves
backyard.
versus 21, and yeah, you can reroll that if you would like.
Um.
Can you reroll damage with hero points?
No.
Oh, it just checks.
Never mind.
Well, yeah, whatever.
All right, so there's gonna be some reflex saves coming out. I'm really glad I made this dark red, so I can't fucking.
Oh, by the way, I crit. I rolled a nat 1 on this performance check and I still succeeded.
That's pretty great. Okay, so
Wait, do you
I
have
guess-
15?
Yeah.
what am I doing? 1d20 plus 10, and then like 5 times. Well, wow.
Okay.
2 of them take no damage. All right, so here's what happens, right? You throw your wind bomb right down here. You guys are on the battle menu. And there's like this explosion of air, and once, it like you volley it into the grass, it explodes. It knocks aside a bunch of the tall grass for a moment, and you see this in the south. I don't know if that's entirely visible.
That's a lot of 20s.
Yeah, so the bottom 2,
Oh god.
The
this
bottom
is
2.
scarecrows.
it's not scarecrows.
I thought those were just normal soldiers for a sec, and I was like, oh no.
The 2 like more bloodied ones in the back just like hop out of the way and do not get hit at all. Did I roll 6? I rolled 6, didn't I? Never mind. Sorry, I'm trying to cheat you out of one, I guess. Just one of them crits, and the other one like fails. and everyone else takes half. So it's like, let's see, everyone in front takes 8, and then one guy in the back takes 15, and one guy in the back takes none. Roll me religion checks for recall knowledge if you want. There, you.
Yo, what about Underworld?
No.
What about initiative?
Yeah, initiative is the thing. Yeah.
Oh no.
What's their initiative? Wow, did I really not write this down? Great. I'm sorry.
I like kind of want to re-roll, but like, it's not important.
Okay.
Wait. Your
Oh, do
tracker's
we have
not up,
the
is it?
yeah the tracker?
Oh yeah, shoot. Solus is
Oh,
in there.
nice, it worked.
Cool. Yeah, that's nice. I forget. If I roll in secret, it doesn't
no.
tell. Well,
It will.
it will tell? Okay.
Yep.
This is actually very fitting because Ludwig is, I think, just kind of walks into Sonus's leg as he's looking at something.
Alright, let's see. Did anyone else roll religion checks?
I did, but I got a 13.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could re-roll.
That's fine. Ludwig, I guess you
I don't
you
see
turn-
anything. though.
Oh, you know what? I have a wit score of 10 now. It makes sense for me to actually roll. All right.
All right. So like Ludwig, you turn around, you see Sonus casting, and like turn around, you see the grass get like brushed aside in a wave, and you see the face of similar to the ghouls that you saw in Orlane.
Super ghouls.
Very
Oh,
similar.
ghouls.
That's pretty cool of them.
Yeah, cool to meet you.
Okay. Let me just see how this works.
Is Sonus getting that like irritated feeling at all?
No.
I'm just trying to get a gauge.
You get you get irritated when anything like elemental in origin.
Oh, that's not what I meant to fucking. Okay.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if ghouls were.
No, ghouls are undead.
Well, hey, I'm just saying. I don't know.
I
So
feel like
that's also
no.
a plus 9. Okay. Sorry.
That's when he's gonna start throwing some elementally charged undead at us, and the paddle will just be like, "Oh my god, my head hurts so bad." It's like scraping my soft tissue with a wire brush.
Okay.
But like really hard.
Sonus, there were some other spots in the grass like behind these front guys that like stopped moving when you threw the fireball, the wind ball.
Okay.
Let's see, themed boss. Okay. And it's going to be this front gas turn first. They've got some ground to cover. Their speed is
Fast.
30. Wait, yeah.
Oh, what?
So Solus, they're gonna make it
Oh,
up to you
no.
in he's gonna make it up to you in one round. He just like drops to all fours as this wind blast hits him, and he just starts running. The grass kind of closes, and then like the next thing you know, he just like leaps at you from the grass, and he's going to strike at you with. He's gonna try to just freaking bite you.
Eat my instrument, you piece of shit.
Yikes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Make me 2 fortitude checks. Oh, okay.
Oh. Keyword is oh.
You take 22 damage. Yeah. Okay.
This music is creepy.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it in a sec to more combat-y, but I just wanted to get that turned on. Solus, you can go ahead.
I can, thank you. Once I fucking figure out how to just reduce half my life. Alright, I guess I just cry. I spend all 3 actions crying. Man, so much damage.
I don't actually like this.
Fuck.
It's quite a bit.
So this is 2 actions. This is not what it is. I will tell you what the spell does. But it is not actually vampiric touch.
Okay.
It is this first part. But not the second part.
Okay. Alright.
And then I draw my rapier. And that's it. Actually no, I draw my short bow. That's it.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I can move this up. Okay. So this one in the back runs forward. This is the one that completely dodged. I need to get a measurement, actually. He's actually also going to get in range to do a leap, I believe. Yes. So he like runs up, he leaps out of the grass, and Eve, he's gonna like try to he's jumping at you just mouth first.
All right.
Come on, Eve, you better be able to defeat a ghoul.
Fuck.
Make me a fortitude check.
Hold on. Let me see if there's any penalties or things I'm not missing. Yep. So if I dodge, that still hits. All right. I take fortitude save.
Yep.
All right.
And you take 10 damage. 2 fortitude saves.
2 fortitude saves.
Yes. As he like
What?
jumps forward and takes a bite out of like your shoulder. Yeah, you're fine for both. Okay. And then Sonus, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just looking at what I can do. Sonus is just gonna swing at that ghoul.
Okay.
Yup. And I'm gonna use Bespell Weapon on it, because I use Fireball.
Sure, yeah.
Well, Airball. Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
that is a bad swing.
Can I re-roll?
Yeah, go for it. It'll use that first damage, which is good for you.
Yeah.
Also,
Yes,
this is a +1. You make all your attacks +1 damage.
Huh?
You hit for 24.
Is it because of the sweeping thing?
No.
No, because of the Inspire Courage.
Yeah, Inspire Courage.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Because I was gonna say I thought the sweeping thing was only like consecutive attacks. But anyway.
Yeah, it's a hit. So
Oh,
you hit him for
sweet.
23. This is the guy that
It's
didn't take any damage.
24.
24, yeah. This is the guy that didn't take any damage from your fireball. So, like, you cleave a bunch out of his chest. But you don't quite kill him.
Okay, and I'm just gonna roll the 1d6 real quick.
You could have actually killed him. You high rolled that.
Yeah, actually.
I use these monsters in my other thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
You said gas. I'm like, they have exactly 30 hit points.
I'm gonna swing again,
All right, go for it.
and this has the sweeping. So is that a +1 to the attack?
No, it's only if you're hitting something else.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
Solus duck.
Yeah, I'll just.
I was like, I don't see any ducks.
Oh my god, why?
Miss.
What is.
Also, I meant to
that's,
steal
yeah,
this earlier. Sorry.
that's real bad, because
It is
that's
real bad.
-5.
Yeah. So you like. I think you slip on some grass and you end up like prone, like the
God.
terrain shifts under your feet unexpectedly and you're on your ass.
Hate to see it.
You hate to see it. If it's well, you still have an action, right? So you can spend your last action standing up.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay.
And then I'll be right back real quick.
Okay. Eve, it'll be your turn.
Right. Let's see, this one acted, didn't it?
Oh, sheesh. Yes? Question mark?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
they're flat-footed against me. They haven't acted yet.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to. Eve sees that this one's kind of bloodied up. Like, sees that Sonos is handling it, and is actually going to move around it to get to this one.
Okay.
And going to Twin Vein.
All right. Go ahead.
So this is at a +1.
I have a suspicion that he's going to end up very dead. Yeah. That is a hit.
He's just dead, right?
Yeah,
The
that's a crit.
32.
That's a crit. So yep, you just crit him. He's just gone.
Alright, and I'm going to, I guess, throw the dagger at this one.
Sure. Can you? Yeah, sure.
So that's at a -3, -3.
Okay. Still a hit. That kills him too. He was
Cool.
pretty low already. So yeah,
Yep.
throw the
I'm
dagger.
gonna
He
stab-
falls over.
I'm gonna stab this one and then just like kind of quick chuck the other one
Yeah.
into that dude's head. Sonos, this is no time to be lying on the ground. Come on. As he's like standing up.
Yeah. The next ghoul is it's gonna be kind of the same thing. He's gonna run up. I believe he just gets one. Let me read this quick. I think he gets to jump at you and then attack again. Yeah. Oh, up to half its speed. No. Okay. Okay. So yeah, he moves up, and then he jumps out of the grass at you again, just kind of face first at your shoulder. Takes a bite. Miss.
That's a crit miss.
Critical miss. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, I think he just falls prone. I think he leaps, doesn't quite get there. Maybe, yeah, he falls prone. So he's on the ground. Next guy. Give me Actually, okay. So then, out of basically nowhere, you hear a bit of like a rumbling behind you.
Like
Ludwig,
in
you're-
which direction? Like
You're not
over
gonna.
here?
It's like flanking Ludwig, behind Ludwig, opposite side of Ludwig from.
I hope you like
So
spiders, Ludwig.
I.
Burn their home, and now they're coming to stab you.
Yeah, so that happens.
Oh my god!
Oh
This-
boy.
From the ground, there's a momentary rumbling, and then you see just spider legs like pull this spider out of the ground, but you notice, I'm assuming you turn around to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look well in the you've seen a lot of spiders. It's got like chitin just like hanging off its legs and its abdomen, and just like it's like the front of its face is like rotten, and immediately after it comes out of the ground, you notice just this like stench. Looks, yeah, it doesn't look great, but you don't have a whole lot of time to process this as it like lurches forward, and tries to take a chomp out of you.
Apparently, spiders love goblins.
Yeah. Spider cool. Spider cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Roll me, oh boy. Roll me 2 fort saves.
I'm back.
Oh, second one's rough. Let's see.
Oh, spider cool. No.
You don't feel anything yet. We'll deal with that later then. Alright.
You're now a werewolf
You-
spider.
You now only have to make 1 fort save from now on when you get bitten.
Oh, good. That can only
Yeah.
make good things.
Well, now you're Spider-Man.
No, I'm a spider werewolf.
So you take
Morbius.
16 damage.
No.
You do.
But what if?
And it's like, all right. So this was like a big chomp. He's got kind of like this weird thing. It's like a weird double layered, like maw. There's like these. It's just got regular fangs, but then it also has this mouth that it just opened up and chomped you with, and then it goes in with another like attack with just the fangs.
The fuck?
Terrifying.
Well, it's got like a mouth, and then it's got like fangs that deliver poison.
That's not how spiders work.
Well, it's like
I
he's so-
hate this.
I'm sorry.
He's
That's not
not
a
a
spider.
friendly spider.
I'm sorry.
This is not your
Can you
regular.
back one more time?
I think it is how
Brother.
spiders work. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's fine.
They drink the soup.
Anyway, he crit misses
They
anyway.
drink the
Oh,
soup.
thank goodness he crit failed that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he.
They, like-
I don't know. What do you like? Yeesh. I guess like you get out of the way and it like stabs its fangs like into the ground. These like dagger length fangs into the ground, and it gets stuck, and he has to spend. He doesn't have
It's
another
a
action
Shelob
this turn.
situation, like, can I roll under its legs, acrobatically?
Yeah. You get out of the way, and I'll let you do a little goblin hop to the side. Your race is actually known for this in the monster manual. So
I'm very bouncy.
yeah, so you can like jump to an adjacent square if you want. But yeah, it gets like I'm gonna put a marker on it. It gets its fangs just like stuck to the ground, and it has to spend an action next turn pulling it out. It's weird. There's not a marker that denotes that. I don't. Yeah, I know it's weird. So he's gonna wrench. He's gonna have a wrench. Back to Eve's situation of jumping. This ghast runs up on you. Tries to bite.
Misses.
Yeah, misses. And then, oh, wouldn't you know it? All right, so technically I did these turns out of order. So Ludwig, you jump out of the way just in time
For Ludwig's turn.
this.
For another spider.
Oh no!
You like jump into another rumbling square as this spider leaps out and tries to chomp at you as well.
Oh boys, this is not Ludwig's
Wow,
day.
same roll. Just misses. And then again with the smaller fangs. Misses. Dang. And then it'll be your turn. You notice something as it is becoming your turn. As these spiders have popped out of the ground, they seem to be dragging some cargo with them.
Some web.
Some web.
Are there people in the web?
Yes, there are. As you can see, behind Ludwig.
Alive?
Are they
They
living?
sure don't. Give me a medicine check.
I mean, Eve is too busy like being preoccupied with these
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
rules up here.
Yeah.
Ludwig would be Oh lord. I need to save my hero point. I cannot waste it.
Well, they're sure not conscious.
Okay.
It's dark. It's hard to see what's going on. Yeah, then it's your turn.
Oh, guys! No, thank you.
Sorry.
Gonna chug super quick a delicious fortitude boosting juggernaut mutagen.
Oh my god, I forgot about something, but it's fine. We'll handle it delayed. Carry on.
Save or die.
Carry on.
Yeah. No. Well, hold up. Does Ludwig need to die?
Nah, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah. The first thing he'll pop out one of his juggernaut potions to do that. wonderful 10 hit points, and then bonuses to fort saves. I always forget, and it's been a little bit. Does that take 2 actions to draw and use, or is that a draw use all in one?
Oh. To like draw an existing potion?
Yeah, one
I
of the
think
ones I have prepared.
I think it takes an action to draw and use it. Pretty
Okay.
sure.
So I still have 2 left.
Yeah.
All right. Potion or number 2. I'm going to.
No, that's wrong. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I will battlefield medicine myself. So I used up my bad medicine roll.
Okay.
All right. So that should be, I believe, 2d8. If I'm remembering right. Back to Moa. Yes. 2d8. Alright, 5 hit points back, and then last things last, taking an invisibility potion and
Yeah.
vanishing.
Fair though. Okay.
I'm
So-
Frodo. I'm just Frodo at this point.
So
I want to
the next
know
one moves.
your reference for where spiders have actual mouth parts and aren't just their fangs.
Oh, okay. This guy runs up and jumps on you. Same, you know the drill.
Let's say that
This is
sounds
for
like
science.
somebody
Okay.
that wants to get webbed. That's what I'm
Ooh.
hearing.
Okay,
Okay.
well, I'm concealed, so they actually have only a 50% chance to hit me.
That's true. I'm invisible. Sorry, Sonas. Buckle up.
Not
force
20,
save?
as it happens.
You guys suck.
Yeah, you already failed one, right? No, you didn't.
Oh, I failed none.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you roll 2.
I rolled 2? All right.
Yep.
Damn, all these good rolls wasted on fort saves.
I know.
Wasted, by the way. Smile.
Oh, whoops. It's supposed to be not 1d6, 1d8 plus 4. So, it's you for
Right.
5. Chauncey for 5.
48?
Oh, wait, no, it is supposed to be 1d6. God damn it. Getting my monsters mixed up.
Fine.
I'll just... The 1 is fine. It's a 1. It's a 1. Anyway. Alright. So, the thing that happens that I should have pre-described is just like as... Eve, right next to your foot, this guy that you killed behind you, and Solus, you as well. Like... Perhaps you didn't notice this when he was facing you, but on his back, there's like little globules in his skin, a little bit. I'm sorry. And
They go boom.
yeah, they do. They sure do. Like they kind of tear open, and suddenly there is a swarm of spiders under your feet.
Oh,
Solus.
Oh, God!
Are you fucking kidding me?
And yeah, so they like tear out of this guy. They spend one action doing that, and then I guess yeah, like make a reflex save.
From what?
Both of us?
It's just yeah, I guess this one is gonna pop out at you, Eve. This one, and yeah, so go ahead and make a reflex save, Eve. Okay, so
Ow.
I don't think. All right, so you take double this. So you take 2. And then you need to make a fort save.
Oh, God, all these fort saves, man.
I know, it's a lot.
I've actually made 7 fort saves. All right, here we go. Make it. Fuck.
Whoop. All right, I need to pull this up. I'll tell you what it does in a moment. So let's you go ahead.
And do what?
Take your turn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna be like, you take 23 damage and die.
No.
Okay, well,
Do any spiders pop up over here now?
Not. Okay, so yes, that is happening. It has not happened yet, but it is happening.
All right.
Technically, they're a target that... Here, I'll just pull it out. They're a target that you can attack.
Man, it's really unfortunate that you're in that spot
I know, right?
you're at.
It's okay. Don't worry, those spiders won't be alive for much longer.
Well, I just mean because like you're literally
Okay.
exactly where I would like to cast my 10-foot burst.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Really
I've got a 15-foot burst.
How far are you after me?
Okay.
Pretty far. Okay, whatever. I shoot this man.
What the heck? Why can't I get back to?
And I'm gonna use one of this was with one of my soundburst arrows.
Okay. Where are you shooting that?
Right here.
Okay. What's the AoE on sound burst, or
It's
does it?
not-
It's just the target, right?
Yeah, so it basically just gives me the soundburst 2d10 extra damage.
Okay. And that's that attack is at a +1, yes?
Yeah.
Second.
Okay. That is a crit then. So you might want the spider a little bit.
We're
So
about
this
to
is
16 plus 10, 26? Okay, yeah, you deal 26 damage to this guy.
it's really unfortunate that I minned basically that dice roll. And then I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay.
I should have cast True Strike.
That is a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Arrow flies high. And then you have kind of the same situation. This swarm like pops out of this body, like I said, with one action, and then just
Oh, I was gonna step
okay. Yep.
because I did not. I had one more action.
Okay. Unfortunately for you, they have 3 actions. So they pull out with one action, they move over to you with another action, and then like they start climbing on you and trying to like just bite at you. So
Okay, well they have to. I'm concealed.
oh, you're concealed.
I am concealed.
Right.
So you have to make some flat DC checks to
I
do
think
anything
it's-
against me currently.
Okay.
It's very low, a 5, but
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
there's a chance.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and make a reflex save. As these spiders, it's a swarm of spiders. So like, even though you're concealed, they're just crawling across that entire space, and they like get up on your legs, and they start biting at you.
There you go.
You manage to like kick them off and get them away from you, and yeah, you like hop out of the spider swarm and you avoid the damage. Maybe, hold on.
Things I
basic save?
hate.
Yeah, fair. Fortitude save. I think
There's some
you
higher and higher. I did not save against the first part.
basic reflex save. So you still take half damage, but you're not exposed to the venom. So you take 1 damage.
Love to see it.
Would you say that this spider swarm is still in this space right here?
Oh yeah, they're the swarms are technically large, so both of the swarms exist in these 2 spaces.
Cool.
Sonus, go ahead.
Okay. Hmm.
Is it a? Okay.
Sonus will. Sorry. Yeah, I will do. I'll cast hydraulic push on that spider right there.
Okay. Do it up. It's a miss. Spider somehow gets out of the way and it just pushes the grass aside. Unfortunate. That's had to be a really low roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2. Oof.
Um. I'll cast Hand of the Apprentice, I guess.
Okay. That's another that'll be another attack roll, so it will take multi-attack penalty.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just whip it at that spider.
Very well. It does hit. Does hit. Well, actually, no, hold on.
Oh.
I'm sorry, no, because it has the multi-attack penalty. I'm sorry. So it's a 15 plus 1 for Inspire is 16. Doesn't make the AC. The AC for the spiders is 19, by the way. So yeah.
That's it. That's all I can do.
Again, you miss with the sword and it goes flying through. It's just like chopping down tall grass behind the spider, and it returns to you. It does not hit the spider. Eve, go ahead.
That happened to hit like another spider or something.
I'm gonna
No.
move around these ghouls.
Okay.
I'm gonna quick draw with the dagger, hitting this one.
All right.
The acid dagger.
Yep.
That's at a plus
Okay.
1.
That is a hit. You deal 8
So
damage
it's
to it.
9 damage.
9 damage,
This is
yep.
a little
Thank
thing.
you for
Then-
correcting me always.
Yeah, and then like with just that dagger out, like it starts to glow, and I'm gonna like swing it in an arc, and we're gonna do the acid hands thing.
Very nice. All right.
So 14.
All right. The swarms actually have decent reflex. If they save, they will live. Yeah, that one just dies. That one saves. So the further one back is still alive. You grazed and did about like half of the.
Spiders.
Yeah. It's like, they're. You've reduced their numbers significantly. And then these guys also need reflex save. Their reflex save is a little bit better. Let's see. What was the DC?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
is it just my DC?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
All right,
Your
I have to
class
look that up
DC
then.
or whatever. I think the 22 and the 28 save. The only question is if the 28 crit saves. Actually,
the
middle
22
guy...
does not save. It's a 23.
Okay, he would have died regardless, actually. And since you killed him with this acid splash, he does not emit a spider swarm.
Nice.
They burn and dissolve inside its skin. The one on the left takes the full brunt of it, but is still alive. The one on the right dodges half of it, and is also still quite healthy.
That's my turn.
All right. Okay. This one stands up. The one you just splashed stands up, and he's gonna, I think. Solus is right in front of him, so I'm just gonna roll a d2. If it rolls a 1, it'll be Solus. A 2, it'll be Eve. Okay, so he turns around to the source of the pain, takes a chomp at you.
Bad chance. Oh, never mind.
And then he also takes a swipe with his claw, which is going to be NA -4. So ooh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
So
Yeah. Fuck.
Go ahead and make me. Let's see.
17 fort saves.
It is 4 fort saves. Yes. Okay. The first one. What's the DC again? I don't have it listed. What a noob. All right. Yeah. Okay. You actually do pass that. So good
Cool.
job.
I like that.
Yeah. Ghoul indeed. 1d. So it's 1d6 plus 5. This is the damage you take from the bite, and then this second strike is doubled. So you take 16, 22 total.
24 total.
24 total?
16. Oh, yeah, you're right. Math is hard.
Alright. Spider's turn. Wait, I thought the other... Oh, yeah, because I fucked up, that's why. Okay, so this other spider, Ludwig, is still quite healthy and quite focused on you. He's going to... now-
Invisible.
Oh,
Ludwig.
you're invisible. I think, yeah, you kind of see it, like, chitter a little bit, and it, tries to find you.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm just like hidden while that.
Yeah. Let's see. So, yeah, it'll try to make a perception check to, like, locate you. And I think that fails. I guess you make a stealth check, don't you?
A creature you're hidden is flat-footed to you and must succeed a DC 11 flat check when targeting
Oh.
with an attack, spell, or other effect.
Right. Okay, I guess he could have struck you anyway. I was just trying to see if he,
Yeah,
like, finds
yeah.
you.
But it is a flat check.
If he actually
At
attacks you,
11.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. Whatever. I'll say that does find you, just for the sake of it.
Yep.
And he'll strike
Yeah,
out at you.
it's a seek. Yep, seek will do it.
So that succeeds the flat check.
Sweet, sweet,
He
sweet.
bites with the full mouth attack,
Ooh, yeah, that'll get me.
and then again with just the like poison jab with the fangs. And
That does not.
okay, give me 2. Hold on.
So I failed one already.
Yeah, they actually have 3 effects.
Good lord.
So I'm just trying to make sure. So yeah, the Maw, you failed the. Okay, yeah, just 1 fort save.
Okay, so this is at a +2. So 21.
You succeed. He still, of course, stabs you with the.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There. So 8 damage. This ghoul man, again, same situation. Just gonna roll a 1d2. He'll turn around on a 2. Turns around to you, Eve, and he will bite swipe.
Alright.
I guess he has 3 actions, as does everyone. Just he doesn't have to approach or anything, so that's a miss.
Yep.
That is
A
crit miss, isn't it? Yeah. So he falls down. I think. Oh shit! You know what he? Okay. So yeah, he falls down and he doesn't get back up. Oh, never mind. He does get back up. None of the web bodies are quite far away, actually. So he just stands up. And then this spider will do the thing. He wrenches his jaws out. He turns around, and like, you see him open Ludwig, and I guess anyone facing him. You see him like
He
open
opens
that.
Ludwig? Jeez.
Not sorry. He opens his maw, the weird like ghoul gassed maw, and like chomps down on this corpse in front of him, and he heals for. Like consumes this guy's like arm. Just like tears it off, eats it, heals for I think it's 3d6. Yeah, he heals for 12.
Interesting.
And then turns back. Doesn't. I don't think he's gonna try to find you, Ludwig. He's gonna move up and he's gonna bite at Solus. Plus 11, yes. Yeah, I made it all
No.
the same. Big mouth bite.
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh yeah, because the flat
Deal.
check. Right. He fails.
Ha 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 ha!
He like bites down on your whirling scarves. And yeah, doesn't get to bite you.
There was some stuff that happened because of that, actually. Let me check.
Yeah, I think he gets snagged and he has like penalties to the rest of the attacks on the turn, but he's not making any more attacks.
Oh, okay. That's
He spent 2 actions already, so. Ludwig, you can go ahead now.
That saved me a lot of life smile.
Yes,
Oh,
it did.
goody. First thing Ludwig does is turns to Sonus and shoves one of the okay, what is it? One of the leeches against his arm and just bites. Sonus, go ahead and get 10 hit points, and you have a +2 to fortitude saves for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool.
Then Ludwig is going to scamper.
Oh,
over.
shoot. Sorry. Keep going, keep going.
Is gonna kind of scamper circuitously by these bodies. Can you take one more look at them for final action and make sure they are in fact dead?
yeah.
Dead.
Yeah, they dead.
They're dead.
They
Is
dead.
he
You
able
can
to
just-
see that without an action?
I think you still need to like spend an action to investigate
Okay,
it, but it's
that's
like
perfect.
it's free
Yep.
once you look.
Okay,
So
perfect.
I'm not gonna make you roll
Yep.
for that.
That is the end of Ludwig's stuff, still invisible. Very important to stress. Still
Yeah.
less attacked by spiders.
Fair. All right. Yep. That ghoul is dead. I can remove him. So let's go ahead.
Has this spider been hit?
Nope.
And this one just healed?
Yep. For roughly half the damage that he originally took. Not quite, but
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I just shoot this guy with the Hellfire Arrow.
I suppose I should. Okay.
Because I believe I have I have to succeed the flat check to shoot this guy, right?
Yeah, just
yeah.
because you're. Yep.
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay. Wait, actually, I don't think there's a flat check for hitting into melee, is there?
Well, I'm in melee, right? I'm.
Yeah, I actually don't think that's a thing if I remember looking. But you can shoot either one. Sorry.
Well, if I can just shoot this guy.
I'm gonna say go for it. I don't think there's like any kind of check for let's see, range penalty. Yeah, no.
I'm actually so smart because I don't even. Bonk.
If you want to make the flat checks, just so I don't have to look at the rule.
Well, I don't know what the flat check is.
Oh, it would probably just be above a 5, but I don't think it's a thing anyway. But yeah, you hit, you deal 13 damage. Was it a Hellfire Arrow or?
No, this is a
Oh, this is
telekinetic
telekinetic.
projectile.
Okay.
So I just
Alright.
like lob a rock at him.
Yeah, rock smacks him in his ghoulish, weird, rotting mouth.
And then I shoot this man.
Okay.
Well, he's not a man. He's a spider. But
Okay.
It wasn't actually a spider.
uh,
It was a rock lobster. Oh, wow.
26.
Yeah, he's since he was full health, he is not dead, but that, yeah, you get him like right in his gross, multifaceted, like, so his like
These like
faceted eyes.
these spiders with like human jaw thing. That
Yeah.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I just want you to know that I'm very uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. It's not quite a human jaw, but it's definitely.
I've been picturing
different.
like a horse jaw, and that's just as terrifying.
It's actually a little more like a goblin jaw, very like pointy,
Oh no!
pointy teeth.
It's Ludwig's cousins.
No.
Yeah, but that would be too.
I'm just saying it's the most immediate comparison you have.
Oh.
Like a
That's
spicy
crit.
maw of yeah,
So
it's a crit.
this is a natural 20, right? So it's a success, and it gets turned into a critical success, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I actually have a deadly D10.
Yes. If you roll max damage on the D10, he's dead.
Come on.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, so like you shoot this arrow like into his weird like just area where his eyes are gathered on his face, and it like rips through his head and into his abdomen, and he just falls down. Just one shot, and he's done.
Blammo.
One shot, one kill.
Unfortunately,
There's a spider swarm that comes out of him.
I don't think so. I don't think spider swarms come out of these. Okay. Never mind, it's fine. So, do you do anything else on your turn?
No, because that is all 3 of my actions.
All right, well, this swarm will happily move up, and both you and Sonus will have to make reflex saves. You're fine?
I can make a reflex save.
I might be able to. We'll see.
You're also fine, and it's your turn.
Mine.
Correct.
Cool.
Cool beans, the move.
How big would you say these spiders are?
Their leg span is like, they do take up like a 10-foot circle with their leg span. Their actual abdomens are only the size of an actual medium creature.
Okay.
So they're like, I don't know, big dog-sized. If I had to make a
Don't
comparison.
Dog.
So Sonus is going to become huge.
Okay.
Yeah, so I get...
There's 2 actions, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna
I'm,
try and stomp on the spider.
I'm actually just gonna go for, like, taking the paddle and slamming it into the ground. Like, kind of like a bug swatter.
Yeah.
So...
I just want you to know, I only play this game to hear how soon.
That is a hit. That does smush it.
Yeah. Wait, is it dead? Okay, it's dead.
Yeah,
Cool.
it collapses onto the ground, and it is dead. And like, as you do that, like immediately, Eve, you see in the background like Sonus's paddle raise just like straight up into the air, and then just fall in like a flat arc, like down, and there's like a scream from the spider, just like an ear-piercing, like very dissonant multi-note thing. It's like 3 flutes playing the same goddamn note or like notes right next to each other. Very, very ugly sound. And then like
That's
these.
oddly specific.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Dylan's mad.
These 2 ghouls in front of you, the ghasts, they both just like clutch their heads and also let out like a scream, and they just let out with like a flurry of swipes at you if you don't.
I hate these other
Go
horse spiders. I hate them.
You can go ahead.
Yeah. No. They swing at me.
They don't actually like. They're just kind of going into a frenzy and losing their shit.
Oh.
They're gonna.
Oh, okay.
They're just jump at you and go all out.
All right. So the left one, I'm gonna stab at the rapier.
Okay. It is dead.
Yep. The right one, I'm gonna like kind of spin and take a whack at it with the acid fang.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. Stab that one. This spider swarm is still around.
That one just popped out. You stab him.
Okay.
He falls down, and like as he collapsed to the ground, like just of spiders, just like.
This one's not looking too good, right?
He was looking better than the other one was. He's
Oh shit. All right then. I'm gonna take a stab at him with the. No, I'm gonna electric arc him, and I'm gonna arc it over to the spider swarm.
Okay. They both make reflex saves. Let's see, plus 10.
DC is actually, I think, a 22 now. I'm
Okay.
not sure.
They both fail. The
Okay.
it like does kind of jolt the swarm, but again, it's like they'll have to be hit again by something to fall down. The first guy, just a regular fail, so he takes 10 damage. He's still standing, but now he's wobbly. He, even though he's like a corpse, his muscles like refuse to work for a moment, and he kind of like almost staggers to his knees.
All right. That's my turn.
Okay. let's see. So instead of this guy going, it's just gonna be the swarm is gonna move on over to you and like try to crawl on your legs. If you can make a reflex save for me.
Yeah, I'm good at those. Age loads.
Yeah, you're fine. And then the other
I'm
one
gonna
is
actually pull them onto my bar.
the other one's going to chomp at you. Aghast bites at you, and then.
Fuck! Why does that have to be 25s, man?
And then he swings.
Like 20.
and
Oh
then
god, yeah, they both hit.
And then he swings.
Last one fails.
Okay, so yeah. It's just 1d8. No, 1d6. Keep doing that. 1d6 plus 5 plus 1d4 plus 5. And go ahead and make me 4 fort saves. Oh, okay. Let's see. What order is this listed on?
So I'm at 5.
Okay. And you are paralyzed.
Okay. So I drop all my shit, right?
Yeah, you drop your weapons. And I actually don't know what the rest of paralyzed does. I think that's. I'll look it up though while we're going. Ludwig, you can go ahead.
Oh boy. Ludwig is going to quickly take a frog out, jab it with a needle so that it expands and starts smoking, and then just kind of toss it right there in the middle to get all of these things started on fire. And then we'll be moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 back here.
Okay. Wait. Sorry. Can you
and I'm
repeat the fire thing?
Yes, making a firebomb alchemist fire to throw right in the middle to set all of these things alight.
Yeah.
If possible.
Sure. You burn the ugly undead spider corpse.
And I was hoping to get the dead bodies that are next to it too, just in case those are filled with more goodies, and then start moving towards Eve.
Yep. They all light up.
Yep. Since that's an attack of the bomb, I'm assuming I'm no longer invisible, so kind of shouting at this this little guy down here, like, "Hey, look over here!"
Okay. Sure. So let's go ahead.
It's just this guy.
It's the swarm under your feet, swarm under Eve's feet, and then this guy.
I hate swarms because, like, I know I can just attack them, but it seems weird that I can just attack a swarm. Right? I assume the swarm works like a regular creature.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot this swarm.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna heal Eve.
Okay.
Nice.
This is a 22.
Back to 27.
All right.
And then I'm gonna
Very
shoot
nice.
this swarm.
Okay. They don't have a high AC. Yeah. All right. So you shoot an arrow. It slices through a bunch of the swarm, and they kind of like scatter, and are effectively dead.
That's my turn.
Okay. This swarm is still alive, and demon summoners just take reflex saves. They just try to crawl on you and bite. I guess I should have had you take damage on it before, but it's fine. Yeah, you as well. You both save, so you take half of this, which is just 1. And you are not exposed to the poison. Sonus, go ahead.
Is there just that one ghoul?
There's the one ghoul and the swarm under your feet.
Oh.
The swarm has been partially scattered, as denoted by the red marker.
Sonus is just gonna go for like stomping on the.
Can you make me a regular attack roll for that? Like, it'll use your bonuses for the sword, and if you hit, they're dead. They already took, like, a pip of damage. So, yeah, you can stop.
Or can I say I just play like whack-a-mole with my paddle, essentially?
Sure.
Sweet. So I'll just...
Yeah. So you take a step back, and you, like, lift your whack-a-paddle, and just bring it down, and it flattens a shitload of the spiders.
Nice.
And the rest, again, scatter. And you still have 2 actions.
And then you said there's that ghoul.
Yep, 1 ghoul. Gassed,
Yeah.
sorry.
So someone else is gonna move right here. It's gonna swing.
Gassed,
And it
gassed,
has-
gassed. He's gonna step on the gassed.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Stop.
Sorry.
They'll never stop.
Yeah, gonna swing the paddle again. I get the sweeping bonus.
Mhm.
I don't really know what that is. I forgot. But...
Just a +1 to the attack. So even with a minus, you hit. You cleave this guy in 2. And as you do, I don't know, kind of the usual happens.
Spooters.
Yeah. So, cleave him in 2, and there's just like a cloud of little spiders that like fall to the ground. Where does he go? Yeah. So they'll go at his 13 initiative. And then Eve, it'll be your turn. You just at the end of your turn, so you can make recall knowledge checks, and use actions that only require your mind. Your senses still function, but you can't do any actions that require you to move.
Fine.
So, and then at the end of your turn, you make another fortitude save.
Yep. I'll make a fort save.
All right, you save. You are unparalyzed, and you will be free to act on your next turn. And then these
Alright, cool.
swarmy boys are gonna climb all over Stonus and Ludwig, make reflex saves.
Oh no.
But like,
DC is 14. Ludwig, you just step aside. You just hop the fuck out the way.
Blevin eats one of them.
Yeah. Sonus, you save. You take 2 damage,
don't tell me I live my life.
and you don't get exposed to the poison. Ludwig, it'll be your turn next.
Oh boy. Ludwig is going to attack the swarm by hop stomping around on him.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and just roll me an attack roll.
Just a normal attack. How would I do this?
And their
Oh,
AC is
unarmed. There we go.
AC is 15. Oh boy. I think you fall on the ground.
I'll be
And
right
get
like-
covered in spiders.
To the spider swarm? Yes.
Oh yeah. They start like
Oh no!
they start moving towards you. You still have 2 actions though, so you can stand up.
Yeah, stand up and then step away.
All right. Sure. So let's go ahead.
I shoot this remaining swarm.
Yeah. Take a shot.
A shawarma.
Yep. You land a hit. You scatter some of them. You need to land another physical hit of some kind. Yep. Yep. They did. They're gone. They scatter. The remaining
Am I
spiders.
used today? I feel so powerful.
The remaining spiders crawl into the grass and underground.
Also, I literally should have just been like clicking the perception button because I was like, there is definitely giant Australian trapdoor spiders.
Yeah. And you only
I fucking knew it. I called it.
You did. Gross, gassed, hunting spiders.
Gassed hunting.
Yeah.
So Ludwig is almost immediately going, okay, what did we just get infected by? I have antidotes, I have antivenoms, I have potions of like he's
Yeah.
taking a potion of healing.
Yeah, let's take a
right
look at
away.
that. Right now, you seem okay. So let's wait. Yeah.
This is bardic lore for these fucking spiders.
You're absolutely positive that they are related to the ghasts. They're like spiders that have been transformed into ghasts. Beyond that, you know that they are like spiders. The base form of the spiders, the non-ghast versions, are. Let's go back to the main map, shall we? They are native to a certain forest to the east, to the northeast of Eden. That's where they're from when they're not ghasts. And yeah, that's about all you got.
Oh, that's it. Just that these evil fucking spiders live in this place where we're going after we kill Salamander. Okay, that's good. That's good
where
to
they're
know.
from. And also, I guess like I don't know, if any of your party failed saves, then you know that you might be infected with something called something commonly known as ghast fever.
I got a fever, and the only remedy is
so I tell
gas
Ludwig that we need to begin treatment for anybody who got bit.
It does take
disease.
It takes usually about 6 days to kill you.
Oh, just 6 days.
Just 6 days,
six
but there's
days,
no
great.
ill effects on the first day.
Oh, that doesn't matter. What the?
Is
know,
this
I'm just letting you know.
a
Just letting you know.
disease
I really
or
appreciate it.
poison?
But the way you make
It's a
it sound,
disease.
I'm really quite worried that
Must have swapped
you're gonna you casually talk it up and like Nathan's gonna be like, oh, we have 6 days.
Yeah. Well, you
Oh, you have
do.
6 days before you die.
You have 6
Yeah,
days
before
until
you
it instantly
die.
kills you. Yes, and you raise as a ghast.
What is this, coronavirus?
Oh, wait,
Like, what?
hold up.
Did you get some inspiration from real world events?
You know,
Huh.
I got
they
some
get it from
inspiration from a
eating?
table that rolled ghasts and hunting spiders, and I was like, oh. Anyway,
Also,
Good
I want to
table.
see some of these mouth biddies.
They were all destroyed. No.
yeah. So you can like take a minute to do stuff. Like, yeah. What do you do?
I just want to look, cause like the way you made it sound is that they were like xenomorphs, right? Like there's like a mouth inside of a mouth.
Well, they have been somehow transformed to the point where they can eat and consume flesh, which is not, exactly something spider mandibles can usually do. So like, yeah, they're like, yeah, they've got this whole thing where they can like unhinge their jaw and like they've developed like bone has grown through their mouth and like turned into teeth and
Okay, please stop. I don't want to know.
okay,
anymore.
you asked. You asked. You said you
I
observed
know.
it.
I didn't. I know. I didn't think you.
He immediately regrets it.
Yeah, that was a teaser.
Fair.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ludwig, I got bit.
Yeah.
Save me.
Right, so he's doing treat
If you
wounds on
save
everybody.
me
Okay.
right now, I will
Don't
never
make
ask
those
you.
rolls.
Okay.
I will never ask you
get-
to hear werewolfism ever again. I promise.
You like start undoing your medical. You start like pulling out the medicine kit, and
Uh-huh.
like you hear. I think like the camera kind of pulls up, and we're looking kind of like down at the party, like gathered around. There's like all these corpses around, and like this burning, flickering fire. We're smoke going into the air next to you, and you hear like the howl of familiar howl of wargs and goblin dogs in the distance.
Oh, run!
Son of a bitch.
We have 6 days.
Okay, so are we going to go forward? Or are
It's
we
like-
going to go back to the farm?
Yeah, you hear like these. It's basically like kind of like hyena yelps, like approaching.
You
pretty
lit the
quickly.
farm on fire.
I lit the barn on fire. Maybe the house. Okay, yes, that's probably gone too.
Eva's like clutching her wound. She like goes and like grabs her fucking her dagger out of the corpse's gas. Is like filthy things. Like kicks its skull.
Yeah.
Well, you heard those hells. Come on, let's get ready. At least we can ambush them since we know they're on their way.
Okay, battle medicine all around.
Yeah. So I guess if we
Well,
want to
Eva's
take a
good
quick,
stealth.
we want to take a quick break here, and you guys can figure out if you want to fight or if you want to do something else. But
That's my stealth roll for
Okay.
before.
Before you do two crazy things, remember, I could just make a bunch more invisibility potions. Or I make a cheetah potion. I make 2 more cheetah potions, and we just book it. There are many options.
Okay, but can we
I'm back.
outrun goblin dogs?
If we could run 60 feet,
If you wanna,
single action for 3 actions for 10 minutes, I feel like we have good chances.
I
wanna
feel
do
like
a
goblin
nature
dogs
check?
run. I feel like goblin dogs run really fast, actually.
What was that, Dylan?
do you,
Nature?
want to do a nature check just to see how fast they run?
You know I love a
Yeah.
nature.
In character, Eve is ready for a fight, man.
Yeah, so they run
Yeah.
at about 40 feet per round.
Alright.
Yeah, we could probably outrun them for a little while, but anyways, let's take a break and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna
figure
take
this
a
out.
$5. I'll be back at 10:10.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.